night. No man. Hasn't even started. Already has 8 likes. Hey man, that sounds awesome. I'm here with Deadpool. What's up, Deadpool?
What's going on, guys? That's what
Oh man.
happens. You can't kill me, man. I just gotta go like, what's going on? Rob the Rican in the house hanging
Oh
out
man.
with Perry Comics.
Oh man. So yeah, let me say what's up to everyone because there was a couple people in the chat before. We had let me actually bring because I got my StreamYard chat, I got my other chat over here. Let me bring out my YouTube chat. We got Hack79 with those lurking eyeballs. How's it going, man? We got Rummy Incorporated. Let's see what happens. Hey, man, you never know what's gonna happen on a Friday night. We got Rob Worse. He says he's lurking early. How's it going, man? We got Rabbit 022608 with 3 lurking eyeballs. How's it going, man? Two Gun. How's it hanging? Vincentus. I don't know. I can't read your name, dude, but it looks like a penguin icon, so that's cool. He says, "How can you support comic shops when the community ignores the atrocious behavior of Marvel Comics?" Oh boy, we're gonna get into it. What's up, Funko enthusiast? We got Z Collects. What's up, man? How's it going? Omega
What's up,
Comics in the
D?
house. Let's see. We got the Comics Club. How's it going, man? So we got a couple people here this evening. How you doing, Mr. Rod?
I'm doing great, man. I feel like 43 is nothing. You know,
Woo! Come on,
but
man.
you
We
know
got big
what?
ass, big congratulations to 43 in the house, man. How's it feel? How's it feel?
It doesn't matter, man. I feel good. My back still hurts, but you know what? I still pick up short boxes, long boxes. I will never touch them.
Me
But you know
neither.
what? Yo,
Oh man. What's up, Terry Courts and Comics Collector? What's up, peeps? We have tornado warnings in our area right now. Well, isn't that lovely?
I
Oh
hear
man.
it right now. In my security thing is telling me, beep beep beep, tornado.
Oh man, thank God I don't have like any type of news updates or I don't watch cable or anything. I don't like I'm like in my own bubble where there could be a hurricane or like a tornado. I have no idea what's going on until someone tells me. So thanks for that information. Maybe I won't go outside now.
And no, girl, you gonna stay down there.
Oh man, was it Carmela wants to hang out with you? She gonna jump in your
She
shirt,
wants to
man.
rock out, but she's not. She made her plenty appearances out there. But Carmela, the dog, the Chiweenie dog, is not going to come on the show right now. This is Perry Comic Show.
Oh
We're
man, I
hanging
don't
out
understand.
late
I
night over
think
here.
I think I'm allergic to dogs.
Hmm.
I grew up with 6 dogs. At one point, there was like 10. But then I moved to Florida with no dogs. And the moment I seen a dog, I started getting like asthma. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to go see a doctor. You know? Let's see. We got a Nelly C. He's like, we're all slaves to the grind. Pretty much. What's up, 19K Fox and Steve Spock? What's that show called? Where they go like this? I haven't seen it. It's not Star Trek. Yeah, I don't know anything about Star Trek. I know Downright Nerdy Podcast spent like 2 or 3 hours talking about Star Trek. I don't know nothing about it, but I watched.
You gotta be either Star Trek or Star Wars. That's the whole thing, man.
Hey, I like Star Wars, but then again, I've never watched Star Trek, so maybe I might like that more. Who knows?
No, it's like you. It's like you leaning onto Marvel more than DC. So that would never happen.
I've been reading a couple Marvel books, man. Don't tell nobody.
He's really Marvel.
Oh man, yeah. There's a few Marvel books. That new Doom and Ghost Rider, man. It got me hooked. I'm liking them. 8 miles east of Tampa. Oh damn, so that's out by you. You're in like the middle. Let's see. Welcome everyone to the stream. Yes, welcome very much. So yeah, so if you see my clickbaity thumbnail, if you guys don't know, that is a picture of Comics Explained. He's got like 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube for like a year now, almost a year. I started in January. So I'm coming up to a year, and I've never done like a clickbait title, but I'm like, you know what? This seems like a pretty good opportunity. Why not? Why not do something? I might drag some eyeballs to my channel, but it is a topic I did want
Damn,
to touch on. I
damn.
know Reggie Collects did a live stream, I think this morning on it. I only seen a couple minutes of it, so I'm not sure his point of view on it. But if you don't know, this guy went on Twitter and he said Let me read it verbatim. He said, "In an age of smartphones and tablets, I don't really understand why so much emphasis is put on keeping physical comic book stores alive." And that kind of struck a nerve with a few people, because this is a hobby that I feel we're all very passionate about, and it has a very close attachment, especially the whole comic book store experience. And to say, you know what, we're in a different age anymore. We no longer need this, especially when you have such a big platform and you're talking to so many people. That's a little bit crazy to me. What do you think, Rod?
So what was the question again?
He said, here, I could read it back to you verbatim because I don't want to misconstrue his words, and say something he didn't. He said, in an age of smartphones and tablets, because a lot of people read digitally, I don't understand why so much emphasis is put on keeping comic book stores alive. Like he doesn't understand why, as comic readers, we're going to these shops anymore when everything is digital.
Well, because a person like myself that will go out there that's been collecting or searching for comic books for I'm late in the game, should I say? And I tell the people all the time, I'm late in the game, but
Hmm.
you know what? I want to go out there and start hunting for books. I
Sure.
want to start collecting books that I give away to people. I want to retrieve those books. But you know what? It's like, yo, man, it's a thing where that's that's kind of it's like it's an elbow. But you know what? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna buy books. I'm gonna search for books. If I'm making any sense right now, let me know.
No, of course, man. Like right here. This is the only reason why I like this is going out to a shop. For instance, I have a shop next to me where I can go pick up books. I'll get all my new comic book day books there. But the fact that I'm able to travel 30 minutes and go to Brandon, and then where we got in the chat right now, a comics club, I see another individual who owns a comic book shop, and I want that experience. I want to be able to go in there and look through his books and have conversation with him and see what he's got, and maybe I'll meet someone there and we'll be best friends, or where I could have a conversation with someone who genuinely loves comics, not even as a value thing, not as like it's gonna spike. Oh, I like that mask though. That was a good book. Just to have like a good conversation. And someone on Twitter, I'm not sure who it was, said that even in the digital world, this is art, and it deserves to be printed on paper. We deserve to be able to have you have look behind you. You have it displayed on your wall. It's a talking piece. People come into your house, they interact with it. And, it's like there's so much with print and going to a shop that it's crazy that people, even if you're not a collector, just even if you just love comics, how can you say we no longer need comic book shops? Especially, this is people's livelihood. Now you're talking on a platform where people are not going to go to a shop anymore because they're listening to you. Because at that point, you have influence over people. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and you know what? I had to say something because the homeboy that I was hanging out with today, he goes by ASM right now, 129. If you see him in the chat, he is the one that put on. I put a picture on Instagram. He has all these long boxes, but you know what? He is a good homie in the community, but he carries. I will say this, but if you get those composition books,
Uh huh.
he carries that behind his back pocket and he goes out there. He knows what he's missing.
Sure.
But that's the thing, man. You know what? You want to do digital and all that stuff, that's perfectly fine. But he's out there searching for years, man. For years, he's searching for books. And that's old school, man. That's old school.
Old
And
school,
that's
man.
key, man.
Oh yeah. Let me just run through the chat real quick before. Like last week, I got behind in the chat and I spent a good 45 minutes trying to catch up. Let's see. Where was I? East of Tampa. Terry Court says, "Hey, tell Comic Jabroni about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 100 Skyline variant at Comics and Pornies. It's fire. I will let him know. And if Comic Jabroni, if you're watching the recap, boom, go check that out. Second Stream Marvel. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Rob Worth. Not sure if Rob at Comics Explained is a collector as much as a reader and historian. And if he is a historian, he would realize the amount of influence that comic shops have on the comic community. And if comic book shops go away, how that would affect his stories and the amount of books that are coming out.
Exactly.
I mean, speculators and people who go like it's like a religious thing. We got people that go to church on Sundays. I don't go to church on Sundays. I go to the comic shop on Wednesdays. At a certain time, and I'm there, and I'm like, it's 12 o'clock. Open the damn door. And then on Saturdays, it's like a second mass where I got to go out hunting for more books. You know. Let's see. The Comic Club says, "Wow, not much love for us comic shops." I know, right? What the hell, man? You guys are important, and you guys are a pillar in the comic collecting and comic enjoyment community. And I appreciate every shop. I try to every time I go to any different town or on vacation, even if I have no money, if I have $5, I try to just stop in and I'll pick up a dollar book just to show some support to a shop because I understand. There's a lot of shops that barely make ends meet, and they're just there because they love that passion and that's what they want to do and provide a service for a community that's kind of almost dying out. Second Street says, "I'm here to heckle Perry for making a 5-minute review video 11 minutes long." Hey, man, I can't tell time.
Break, man. Give him a break.
I was going to edit it.
The video was epic. It just took a little longer, man.
It just took a little longer, and it wasn't 5 books. It was 4 books. But hey, I figured, let me leave it in there. Maybe, I couldn't edit it out. It was too good.
You can't, man. You gotta leave it on there, man.
Z Collect says, "So is he gonna give away all his physical copies to to those who want them?" I mean, who knows if he even has any? I honestly, he has 2 million subs, but I don't watch big YouTubers on YouTube. The biggest YouTuber I watch is, well, besides PewDiePie, I might watch one of his videos now and then. It's Comic Tom. That's it. I might watch a Gem Mint collectible video if he has like a really cool statue, but the biggest guy I watch is Comic Tom. I don't really watch anybody with over 20,000 subs. I don't, I just,
I know you don't watch me now.
I always watch you, Rod.
You don't watch my epic edited videos.
Hey, man, I like to watch people in the community. There's so many of us under 1,000 that put out content. Who has time for the guy making hundreds of thousands of dollars talking about comics or talking about this or that? I want to see who's like me, who's like me picking up books, talking about them. And, that's what I enjoy.
That's the cool thing about it, man.
Let's see. Everyone go over to his channel and ask him for all his physical copies. Rob's job is to exclusively read digital comics. He can edit in After Effects all day, every day. Does he own any physical? I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Is that what he does? Because I know he does. Like, he talks about certain characters. I don't know. Zero satisfaction in digital. I agree, and it gives me a headache. I'll read maybe 2 digital comics, and I can't read anymore. Need those physical copies. Supports the LCS. Mingle with the community. That's what I'm talking about, man. Interact with people. That's how you learn things, dude. That's how you learn a lot of things because there's so much history to comics and so many different books. Like there's like hundreds of books that come out each week that don't even hit the shops, that don't even hit Midtown, and it's impossible to know everything. That's why you got to interact with people. You learn things. You have fun.
And that's the thing, Perry. You just nailed it right there, right on the button. It's like, if people like, the community that may not know a certain book, or if you like it, you can crap on it or tell it is hot garbage. It's like, it's one of those things, man. It's like Daredevil. I tell the people all the time, I love Daredevil, man. But Perry says, yeah, that's hot garbage. Or he'll put a picture on Instagram and he had the lawyer just slapping the chick's butt. But you know what? That's the cool thing about it because this is what we do, man. We just love having a good time talking about comics and have a lawyer slapping a chick's butt.
Slapping her ass, man. Gotta love the 70s, huh? Back in my day.
That's a blind man doing that. Don't forget that.
Yeah, well, he can't see where he's going. He's slapping his way around. He's trying to find the exit to the door. He just happened to slap her on the bottom.
He has those senses, just like,
Let's see. Comics Club says, "I have nothing against digital, but you don't own digital. You can sell digital. Wait, you can't sell digital. You can't make paper airplanes with digital. Hey, you can't shred digital, right? You can't put them in the shredder.
Oh man, don't talk about that because I think that's all obstacle illusions. I'm telling you, man, it has to
Oh,
be, man.
he's gonna put some Daredevil in there.
Oh well, you do it, man.
How's it going? Superpower reviews. Let's see. Dylan Comic Book Grant. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up, Dylan?
Our
How's it going,
review in the
man?
house. I'm trying to.
Um,
I gotta pull up the chat in my phone here.
yeah, we got some awesome people in the community that's popping in tonight, and yeah, if you guys don't know everybody, there's some people in this chat that make some pretty awesome content that you should definitely go check them out. Let's see. Comics Club said thank you, Perry. God, no, thanks, Perry. You're an angel. Oh man, I don't know about that. Uh,
An angel. This guy, an
hey
angel.
man, no way,
If you
man.
had not seen Buyer Pass the other night, he had the lights go out and said there's a ghost. Or give me a
All
kiss
right, look,
ghost.
check this out.
Oh
I
god.
had a ghost in my house Tuesday night. What was it? A ghost? I figured it out. Detective Perry came to the bottom of it. My son was upstairs in the bedroom, and for some reason, he found. Look at this remote. I haven't seen this remote since 2014, and he was pressing all the buttons, and my fan was doing all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" I was very scared that evening.
So you were the biggest punk I ever seen on Buyer Pass. Talking about I got I got ghosts in the house, and your son said bazinga.
Oh man, hey man, if your fan was going like crazy and you didn't know what was going on, you might think there were
Well,
ghosts there too.
that is awesome, man.
Rob Ward says, "My church is the LCS. I pray at the altar of my comic room by reading." Rob Ward did a Wednesday live show that I caught a little bit of it, and I caught the most depressing part of his show. If you guys want to know a little bit more about his origin story and who he is as a person, there's actually a pretty good story. I highly recommend go check that out. Terry Courts, I see them eyeballs, man. You're lurking over there. Let's see. Biggest YouTubers I watch is Comic Tom 101 and Ryan George at Screen Rants. Screen Rants, that sounds familiar, but I might have seen it here and there. I'm not sure. Superpower Review says, I talk about books. That's what I'm talking about.
Was all right. Nice,
Burgers for
nice,
Life.
nice.
Heck yeah. I only read books online if I'm not sure if I want to pay for the book or jump in a long series. That's fair, dude. You're just testing the waters. Or you could watch my reviews and you could figure out which books you want to buy or pass. Or check out Buy or Pass because, we know what they're going to do. No, but
Well,
Superpower
he
Reviews.
had a finger too.
No, he's got some good taste, man. I jumped on his show back in April, I want to say, of this year, and we talked about Spider-Man Life Story, which I still haven't read the last one, and I think the trade comes out this week or it comes out next week. So I got to finish that, because I was enjoying that story, and I want to see other characters do that whole life story. How cool would it be to see like Tony Stark life story or freaking, like another character's life story and see how it all ties together? That would be pretty cool. And that's your boy Chip Zdarsky too.
Oh, you know what? That's all I had to say. Don't sleep on him.
Second Street Marvel, what are you talking about that you're asking if you're wrong about? Lay it on me. Oh, all right. So this guy, he was just to reiterate that we no longer need comic book shops. They're no longer essential because the majority of us, I don't know who they are, because I don't know anybody who reads all their comics digital, read digital. So there's no reason, which I did bring up a point a couple weeks ago. We're in a new era of comic book collecting, and I feel like we shouldn't call, like, look, this is a book, Ghost Rider just came out like 2 weeks ago. This is a modern comic.
Is that a Marvel book?
It is a Marvel book. But I feel like we're in like a different era of collecting, I feel like the modern era should be like from what the early 90s, late 80s to it should stop at 2020, and 2020 moving forward, it should be more of a digital era of comics because there are a plethora amount of comics that are digital, or just another term, because I feel like the comic books that come out today on a week to week basis aren't the same comics that came out in 95. Their paper's different, the way they feel is different, the stories are different, the characters are different, most
And
of
it
the artists are
smells
writers,
different too.
and
So
it smells different. Those books smell like apples.
It smells like an old newspaper.
There you go. What's the
And
newspaper?
well, you don't know about an old newspaper, Perry. You
Hey
know,
man, I was born in '93, not 1983.
but you know what? It's oh
When
man,
I see newspapers, I was in art class in school, and we used to put it when we were painting.
and that's a cool thing about it because it's like we're here joking around about stuff, but you got digital and you got old stuff. So I just pick up a few old combos, I open it up, and I smell it. And I'm like, holy crap! I can't do that to a digital book
You can't do that to a digital book. You heard it here first, guys. You
for
can't smell
sure.
a book.
For sure, man.
You could try.
It won't go far.
Let's see. Dylan Comic Book Rand says, "Yeah, same. Biggest YouTubers I watch are Gem and Comic Tom. I love showing the smaller channels support. I agree with you. And I feel like we're like the new wave of comic book content creators. You know, because I feel like at this point, I more or less know everybody who's between like 500 and 1,000 subs that makes comic book content, and I'm still like, it's amazing the amount of people. That's why I do the lurking stream. The amount of people that are coming out new every day, dropping videos. It's really cool seeing people interact like that, and I like how YouTube is the platform to do it. Comic Fu, how's it going, man? How's it hanging? Uh,
Comic
the,
food. What's up, Dave?
he was just on what was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? A couple
Yes,
weeks
sir.
ago. He was
About
on
2 weeks ago, so.
2 weeks ago, something like that. He was on the shout out show. So he's another awesome member of the community. You can't smell digital.
Well,
Oh man, I wish I could find. I see. I don't use StreamYard chat. I wish I could highlight that comment because that was by the dorkeries. Uh,
oh man, stop busting my balls already, man. Thing is
I
happening,
I
man.
want to put that on a T-shirt. You can't smell digital.
All right, do it, man. Make it, man.
Oh
Make
man,
it.
I would have renamed this stream and just say you can't smell digital.
That's it, man. There it
Let's
is.
go. We got it, Ron.
Promise you can't smell digital. Awesomeness coming live right now. Copyright right now, man.
Copyright, trademark. Oh man, Superpower says, yeah. Don't get me started with shredding the books. Oh man, hey, Comic Club, when's the new episode of the shredding edition coming out? Because I know Superpower reviews and what was it, T.J. Watson? They can't wait to watch more comics get shredded. That's right, you can't shred digital. What's good, everyone?
Our review will be in the house.
How's it going? Aggressively relaxing. I hope you're relaxing aggressively this evening. I huff old comic books like people from the Midwest huff glue. I mean, I didn't know they did that in the Midwest, but I guess we know now.
You learn a thing or two from the Midwest.
Hey, man, I guess we do learn a thing or two.
They've read a thing or two.
Oh, man. Hey, aggressively said, comics are like boobs. They look good on a computer, but are better in person. Dude, I put that post on my Instagram. It's got like 2,000 likes already. You know? Oh man. Shane Rod said, I'm old school. I have to turn pages. Love physical media. I agree. And I want to second that motion with, if you look at comic books that come out, even on a week-to-week basis, new modern books, it's art. It's amazing. Like the quality, the detail they put into these books. Why would you want to just look at that on the screen? Like I want to put some books up on the wall. I'm gonna rotate them. I always showcase a new book. Actually, this was given to me by Long Box Diving. You see, Rod, I do show off books that people give me. I just don't do it all the time. I'm not like you. I don't make a video out of it. You know.
You ain't try to cheat though.
I didn't try to cheat. You know, I have a lurking account. It's don't come at me like that. He said I was almost disqualified. Oh man.
What cheat or disqualified? Which one is better?
I think cheat. Comment sub said, hey Rod, the shredding episode, it comes out Tuesday night. We'll all be looking forward to it.
Oh man, I had my old head friend tell me, take a Daredevil. issue number 1, and shred it. And it says, and he told me to tell you, shred it, and give it to me, Perry. So,
Hey,
if
if he shreds the Daredevil book, I'll go on eBay, I'll purchase one, and I'll ship it to you. You know, you can. It comes in a little graded case too, so you can keep it next to your CGC
I
books.
don't even know how. You know what? Hey,
Oh
taking your
man.
fancies or whatever. There's a thing for everyone out there, man. Man.
Oh, speaking of Daredevil, over at Baltimore Comic Con, John's Comics with Kids, he has that Daredevil book I seen on Instagram. You know that yellow cover with Daredevil holding the gun? He was able to
Yep.
get that signed. How cool is that? You know, he got a bunch of really cool books signed.
Awesome,
Oh,
man.
man, I'm so
Awesome.
jelly, man. There's so many people in Baltimore this year.
But you know what? Florida is thicker than Baltimore.
It's thicker, real thick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, hey, what is it? MegaCon next year is gonna be thick, man. We gotta be like we gotta be like the Comics Club and another Comics Club, the Comics Corps, and
You
rent a
know what?
booth.
I was thinking about that. I'm gonna make it the Ricky Corpse. You make it the whole thing.
The Rican corner at the con.
The Ricky Corp. Ricky Corp. And we just, you know what? Just change everything around. But you know what? I was thinking about it, man. If I hit 1,000, we're gonna do something, man. We're gonna do.
Man, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Rod? You know,
I don't know, man. We're gonna have a booth. We're gonna have a booth.
Hey, if we have a booth at MegaCon, it's gonna be the best booth there.
It's gonna be the crappiest booth ever. It's gonna be hanging out with whoever wants to hang out. I'm gonna bring all my Philly blankets and all my banners, and they would like, "What the heck is this?" This is it, man.
No comics, just Philly banners.
It's the Philly banners and rather Rican. I'm gonna bring some little tables here and all my daughter books that I just found today. But you know,
you got to show off some of those cool books, man. You got some really cool books. If you guys don't know, what Rod, you sold off a bunch of your books a long time ago.
I did. I gave them away long time ago. Do I have to go to the living room and get them? If you want me to, I can.
Go ahead. I'll catch up on the chat. Let's see. Aggressively relaxed since my channel is fake news. Superpower Review says, I watch your reviews, dude. I support. Come back on, Perry. Hey, man, we do need to do a show together. I just, every time I record any of my videos, it's between like 11 o'clock at night or like 1 in the morning. Like, that's my window to record. And my videos look better because it's like dark outside because I have a window right here and it lets in so much light. But hey, I'm down to do it. You know, we don't have to be in your studio, man, or you could do a live stream with me, whatever you want to do, man. We got to do something together. Zdarsky is one of the best writers Marvel has. I guess. Yeah, you can say that. I mean, there are a few pretty good Marvel writers. From Heroes to Icon, did you see my video? You guys should watch my video. There you go. Go watch his video. Comics Club, so my inventory of 150,000 comic books back issues aren't relevant to the hobby. Do you guys agree with that? I don't agree with that, dude. Hey, man, if you buy more books, I got a couple of long boxes I got to get rid of. No, man, when I seen that, it really rubbed my, like, you're like at a point where you have such a big voice in this hobby that we have. And you're going to say something so dumb and so out of touch with the community. It's so ridiculous. I miss the old paper. The facsimile editions almost use classic comic paper. Yeah, I think they do a really good job with those facsimiles. It's actually really cool. There's actually, now DC's doing their dollar comics that they haven't done since like the 80s. They're coming out with the first Harley Quinn, I think in January, which is a cool one to, you know, keep an eye out for. Let's see. Yeah, following some streams, making comics on the web. And definitely have to the small test on your books. The smell test on you. You gotta smell your books, man. You know, you gotta know if the shop owner farted on your books or not. You know, like John sent the book to Rod and he farted it in the bag and board and then taped it shut. And then when Rod opened it, he got a woof. I have 20% of what you have, Superpowers Club. Ain't nobody changing me to go digital. Pray my floppies on my cold dead hands. Pray my floppies. I love the smell of decaying newsprint in the morning. So does Rod. Rod loves his smelly books.
I do. There's nothing better than an old smelly book.
There
I
you
got
go.
I got my wife even smelling old book. The first time, the oldest book I ever had, I think was like ASM 121,
Mhm.
and then she was like, before I rebagged and boarded it, she said, "Can I smell it?" I was like, "Holy crap!" Well, go ahead. But she used to watch Comic Men. You all you guys know Comic Men. That was a TV show.
Sure, sure, sure. They had Method Man on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a gigantic comic book fan. But then she grabbed the book and she just went, and she smiled. It was it was no big deal. But to see her face, it was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Hey Rod, we got to go into the cologne business, and we got to make a that comic book smell cologne.
Well, this is it
Hey
here.
man, we can sell it in every comic book shop nationwide because we support the LCS.
That's it, man. We support the LCS, even though you wanna pre-order. I pre-order, but you know what? We support LCS because every Tuesday is Buy Your Pass, and we buy books and stuff like that. Carmelo, you gotta stay down there and stop. Yo, these are some books right now. I had to rebag all these
Good lord,
today. These were
don't drop
some
them.
books. This is nothing big, man. This is just a small collection that I had. And actually, 10 years ago, when I met my friend Danny, I gave him a whole collection. So this is probably the collection that he was like, I
Eh,
don't want it. So
you took all
now,
the keys out.
yeah, pretty much. So, but there's one key here, though. This is
Ooh,
Lewis, Superman or Clark Kent. So, hey, Superman. So that's a key.
there you
That's
go.
that's one. But all the other ones are just like, just comic books that I had in my collection 10 years ago. I got to run down the whole books.
You can show a couple, you know.
You
You gotta
know,
run them all
how
down if you
many
don't want.
people in the chat, man?
Huh?
How many people in the chat? We got an
Like 20, 20 something, 23?
ASM in the house. We got issue 273.
And thanks everyone for jumping in this Friday evening.
For sure, man. All you got to do is hit that like, subscribe,
Ooh,
notification
some
bell.
Excalibur.
Yeah, get ready, man. Get ready for some
So
Excalibur.
is that like because like once in future it's kind of like that whole like lower like is that like the because I had never read any Excalibur, is that more like medieval times Merlin type of a book?
Oh my God, I haven't read a Excalibur book in Perry. You talking about? I'm talking about like your time.
Oh man,
Long
before I
time.
was born, before I was born.
Yeah, I got Excalibur right here, and this is actually this is. I remember this one. This is like 19. Like this is Chris Claremont, man.
Ooh,
That is this was a $12 book back in the day.
damn.
I remember my brother
Off the
buying that
rack?
for me. Huh?
Off the rack?
Yeah. Well, not
Good
off the
lord.
rack, but when he bought it for me, it was $12 at the time.
Oh damn.
But right now, it's like if you go on the key collector app, is. But you know what? Things are gonna happen, man. We got Excalibur, got the whole run. There's gonna be a new thing going on with We'll find out what's gonna happen.
Let's see. We got a Z Collects. Make sure you go check out everyone's channel. I agree. Aggressively relaxing says the introduction of the X Men multiple lives combination with ignoring a multiverse rules, and Karen. I don't know. I haven't read it. I haven't read freaking House or Powers yet. I did read that X Men that came out this week, and it was a good book, but on my channel you can see I highlighted a lot of the negative things that stuck out to me in the book, and I'm happy that Comic Jabroni did a live stream tonight, and he talked pretty negative of the book too. So I'm not alone in this. You can highlight, just click the comment and select show. Yeah, but I'm using YouTube chat, not you StreamYard chat. What's up, Wolf Water? Oh. How's it going, man? How's it going?
L. Lean back. Get Wolf Warner in the house
The
right now.
Thomas Club said, my wife's hearing this and she says you guys are a bunch of boobs. Oh man, that sounds like a
We
pretty
have
good
a
compliment.
bunch of boobs. What the
I
heck?
mean, I mean, everyone likes boobs, so that's a pretty positive compliment.
But
Raphael says, "Hey Wolf, how is it not something you?" Oh, TJ Watson, the Slab Dragons in the house. How's it going, man? He said, "Everyone else
TJ,
is in
what's up?
Baltimore. I guess I'm stuck with you." Yes, there. Yes, that was my plan. I made sure all the YouTubers left to Baltimore so I could have Friday night to myself.
Oh yeah, brother, let's hang out.
Oh
Man,
man.
he's got a bunch of books, man. Just I look back at these books. I just remember. You know what? I was gonna make a separate video because I remember when my mom gave me like $5 and gave my brother. Actually, it was $5, both of us. So it was 250 each. But I'm looking at the prices right now. But that was $1.
Ooh, what is that?
Web of
That's
Spider
pretty.
Man.
Ooh, very cool.
But $1 back then. So it's like, damn. Here we are paying $3.99 or $4.99 or $7.99 for a variant or whatever or a Spawn special edition, Mr. Perry Comics. You love Spawn, but that's crazy, man. $1 book, man. $1 book compared to something like that. I mean, what are your thoughts when you see stuff like that?
Hey man, I like dollar books. You know, I like dollar books. I don't know. I feel like today's comic book prices are kind of like they kind of go up with the times. Like everything else is more expensive than it was 10 years ago. So like I guess everything else just gets expensive over time, except for Image. I've noticed a lot of Image comics are a lot cheaper than Marvel and DC, which is surprising because Marvel and DC they put out so much product that you would think, and so much higher of a print run than Image books, that their prices will be lower because they're making more in like a massive volume. If that makes any sense, you know, like the more you make, the cheaper it is. So you would think Marvel books wouldn't be freaking $4.99 or a reprint of Ghost Rider that came out this week for like $8. The book, it's not even a new book. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Superpower says, I'm not there either, TJ. Neither are we. See, Clark says, I am so tempted to hop on the train from New York to Baltimore tomorrow morning. Tell me about it. I seen White Whale went on a plane to New York, and I'm like, damn, dude, he's in Florida. I should have snuck on a plane with him or something. You know, we love him thick. I agree with that, Z Collects. Florida does look like a big dick.
Oh,
Pissing on
good
Cuba.
lord, man.
Pissing on Cuba. Oh man. Oh, I smack an omnibus on the back of the spine before I read them. That's how thick I like them. You know, then he crack it open. If he hits 1,000, I'm gonna do a cartwheel. Oh man, me too. Yo, I guarantee by the end of October, Rod's at 1,000, easy or less. Let's see.
Or not.
It's gonna be Rod's ghetto comic booth.
Stop, man. Stop that. There's no
Let's see.
gentleness here. We're all professionals. We all know how to conduct ourselves.
Oh man, selling old comic book smell candles would make a killing in a convention. Hey man, check this out. So like in 2014, I was on my I'm gonna be a millionaire mindset, and I started learning how to make different things. And one of the things I learned how to make were candles, not coconuts, but candles. I learned how to make candles, so I literally have all the tools I need to make candles, which is not that complicated. But hey, that'd be pretty cool. Comic book scented candles. There we go. I like that. Oh, what's up, Sasquatch Inc?
Squatchy, what's up, Squatchy?
You call him Squashy. I've been calling him Sasquatch Inc. for the longest time. I
It's
can't read for the
Squatchy, man.
for the death of me. Hey, he been doing some cool stuff on Instagram, dude. I just seen he did. You know that I think it's Green Lantern 49. I'm not sure of the number. With him with all the rings, Green Lantern. He's got all the rings on his hand. He did a homage cover, but it's like Sasquatch with all the rings. I thought it was really cool. Let's see. If you're taking a major deuce, if you if your books smell like a turd, it will never truly be a 9.8. Oh man. I guess at CGC they be smelling them books, man. Like, hey man, this was in the bathroom.
It's
Let's
just
see.
it's crazy though.
Dorky said he would buy the cologne. First customer. There we go. We got one sold already, Rod. Maybe we're
Oh,
on to something.
all right, well, there it is, man.
Let's see. Comic Club. I can tell what comic book age a comic is by its smell. Vintage 1960 has a light vinegary fragrance. That's really cool. Hey, if we do decide to make a cologne or candles, we will use your nose to make sure that we have the correct smell for each decade. Uh, hit that thumbs up. I agree, Zegalex. They need to smash that like button. Let's see. 24 liking, and 8 sub. Smash the like. Yeah, go ahead and smash the like.
Who's what? All right, now I'm trying to pull it up.
Rod said, "Who's watching?" Hey, a couple people are watching, man. You know,
Well, how many in it? How many
it's
are
it's been like bouncing around like between 24 and 21, just up and down.
awesome? Awesome.
Let's see. Heroes Icon says, "Brothers, I have 10,000 books. All are not equal, but they." Oh, chat went away. But they are mine. All paper. Hey man, we like to collect paper, expensive paper. You know,
All
I
right.
don't collect digital hard drives filled with comics that they could take away with me, and they could take it back at any time.
All right, Perry. Let's try change things up here real quick. I
Let's go,
know
bro.
you was not expecting this.
Oh boy.
But we're gonna do a rapid fire, sir.
Oh, one of my favorite
Rapid
segments.
fire right now,
Let's
late
go.
night,
Let's go.
hanging out with Perry. This is not scripted. You can never find this scripted anywhere. When rapid fire comes,
And if anyone has any questions in the chat, go ahead and drop that.
drop it right now.
Pew, pew, pew.
Rapid fire. If you can't do any, that's stupid. How about boom, boom, boom?
Pew, 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 pew.
Fire, man. Let's do this right now. Let me grab a pen or a pencil because we're gonna get to know Mr. Perry Comics
Oh man, he
real
wants to know me.
quick right now. Anyone right now. I can't even see the questions, man, because I can't see it.
Rapid fire, but it's with Perry, so it's gonna go all night.
Well, I got 5 questions right now. All right. So here it is, man. Question number 1 is Jim Lee or your homie, DC guy is gonna be Tom King.
Tom King?
Yeah,
Oh man,
I'm just having a good time, man.
I mean, I would go Jim Lee for almost like I do like Jim Lee for multiple things. Even though he just came out with a backpack that was my idea that I had a prototype of, but it's all good.
Awesome. Oh, that's pretty dope. This is what it is, man. This is like I'm hijacking Perry's show. We're doing rapid fire. We're not supposed to be doing this, but we're doing it right now. Your favorite wrestler?
Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he goes like this with the beers.
Stone Cold, smashing beers.
316.
Ooh,
I seen him live in New York.
really?
It was in a like a Ready to Rumble or something like that. I was like a little kid. I was like 2000 and
He just,
maybe 99. Yeah.
oh my goodness.
I don't remember, but he looks just like my dad, so I like him.
How about a rapid question to myself?
Sure.
Ask me.
WWE or NWO?
Oh, good Lord.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. WWE at the time because that's what I was doing. I was rocking and rolling. WWE at that time, back in 2000 and 1995 and 98 and all that stuff. The question get out there. All right. Let's get it going right now. Number 4 right now. Mr. Perry Comics, who just hijacked everything that's going on. What blazer will you be bringing on your future shows? Be- Because you get the black one all the time.
This is well,
We,
it's actually navy blue. It's a touch of blue. I actually want to. Hey, Men's Warehouse, if you're watching, what's up with the sponsorship? Let me get some free blazers, man. I've been promoting this goddamn blazers for months now. Hello, I still haven't gotten a sponsorship. I was told I go on YouTube and they'll sponsor me, and it didn't happen.
oh crap!
No, I don't know. Maybe when like this goes away, maybe I'll get like a new blazer. I want to get that blazer from Spider-Man Far From Home, where he wears it to go to that math triathlon or something like that. That nerd stuff. It's like a yellow blazer. I don't know. I don't really know. Rod, when are you gonna get a new hat?
Well, you know what? I gotta find some. That's the thing. I see some stuff online on eBay. I want to buy them, but it's like I can't do stuff like this.
There you
You know,
go.
it's
Once you
like
put the hat on, you gotta talk in Spanish.
what? Look at Pasa S. Que man, you put me in a spot. Well, lo que pasa es tenemos una cosa aquí que no me gustas.
He said,
Pero
"You see something here I don't
ahora
like." There we go.
tenemos
Sixers.
una.
Now you're talking to Philly slang.
Yeah, brother. You know what I'm talking about, right? When I go, well, you know what? I can't talk right now, man. This is what the heck? This is rapid fire.
Just rapid fire, man.
You rapid fire to me. Nice questions, hitting me left and right with the questions. All right, so that was. There's only one left.
What is it?
All right, here it is, man. Here it is, man. Oh my good lord! Get ready for this one.
I'm ready. I'm strapped in.
All right, you better be ready, strapped in, because this host Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo doing this whole thing right now on that book with the lantern guy.
The Last Man on Earth or Last
I
Man on
have
Earth?
no idea what's going on. Thumbs up or thumbs down. That's it, man. That's
I haven't read the last book, so I don't know yet. But
well,
so
then
far,
obviously it's thumbs down.
if I'm gonna be like a critic and not a fan, like if I was looking at it from an outside perspective, it gets like 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there, but that's pretty dope, man. I would have to say.
I think it was thunder outside.
You got some rain?
Hold on.
We got good lord. If you're in Florida, you want to hang out here. Bartow, Florida, it's got a nice little thing going on, so feel free to check yourself out. February 15th is a sci-fi Bartow event, so feel free to check them out. We've been there. They have some pretty cool cars and pretty cool. Perry, where are you at? But we got vendors out there. We got some food out there. So feel free to check them out. But you know what? Not only that, man. Good prices on combos. So check them out. We'll keep it going here, man. We got some Web of Spider-Man. Oh, crap. He's back.
I'm back. My son fell off the bed. I thought it was lightning.
Crap.
Yeah, no, he's okay. He was a little shaken up, but no, he went right back to sleep. He passed right back out. It was all right.
Well, I was talking about the Bartow event. If you
Is that street festival in Bartow?
Well, that's next year.
Oh, when's that one?
February. Is it February or? Yeah, I hate that. February. Why did that be a B? I mean,
February.
It makes sense. It makes February.
Oh,
So
right
what?
here we got a Bass Clark said Excalibur, if you remember correctly, was like having the X-Men team in Europe with a bunch of weird storylines, but solid. Pretty cool.
Nice, nice,
Um,
nice.
I think I am pretty far behind in the chat. It's all good. I'd say
All right, man.
X Men One was the weakest issue so far from Hickman. Wow. All right, so I guess that's the third person I've seen that didn't like it. Not that you didn't like it, but you know, it didn't high praise this. But it was still good. I agree with Dylan. So there's four. Hey Perry, you're like 15 minutes behind in the chat. It's all good, man.
No, that's my fault, man.
Oh
Because
no, it's all good. I'm always behind in the chat. Yo, what's up, Fish Tropic? How's it going? Let's see. Let me scroll on down. I hate skipping people, but you know I might skip a person or two. The price point of new comics is not kid friendly. And I agree, a lot of comics are not kid friendly. For instance, this week where I got Superman Smashes the Klan, where it's like Superman versus the Ku Klux Klan. The artwork inside looks like it's geared towards kids, but the story is not meant for kids at all. Not that I know of. I mean, it didn't come like that. The mask right there, that is, to me, that was a movie for kids with Jim Carrey, right? Wasn't it for kids? Because I seen it when I was a kid.
no, it's not for kids, man.
I seen it when I was
You
little.
did you did the review on your
No, yeah, the
on
book
your
is not for kids. The movie with Jim Carrey, though.
no. That's a perfect movie.
But
Book
that's what the book is about. The movie, right?
no,
Yes, it's the same mask.
it's all they gotta do is man check out your video on Perry
Yeah,
Comics. Man.
if you didn't read it, go check it out because I like to throw in a lot of the I spoil every book pretty much. I throw in all the pages inside of the book, well, like the significant pages, so you can see if it's something you might like or not.
It's perfectly for not for kids, but you know what? You want the review? Check it out right now on Perry's channel, man. Perry's channel, and now on that he's got a comic time, 101 slash.
Yeah, yeah, right on the Comic Tom blog. You know, I'm always over there, you know, typing in stuff and then uploading stuff and proofreading stuff and I feel like sometimes I write something that's right, and then John edits it, and I feel like he's messing with me because I see like one or two words like switched around. I'm like, I think John's messing with me.
You know, he's
That's all
he's
good.
the teacher, he's the professor.
He knows more
Yes,
than
he
me,
knows
so I
a
gotta give
thing
it
or
to him.
two, man. You know what? But all I have to say is that mask is. I watched the video, man. You're.
It was pretty good, right? Like I go over the pretty much the whole book and you know in general,
Yeah,
pretty intense book.
very intense and graphic.
And
Not for
graphic.
kids. You better be 18 years or older.
Yes, or a really cool 16-year-old. Uh, uh, Zeke like said, second guess my decision to sell my full run of Maximum Carnage. At least I made profit and went to an awesome dude. Heck yeah, dude. Um, let's see. Dylan comic book rants. Yeah, Rob. The first couple of panels, I was scared. The art shook me. Then I got better, but the first couple of panels, so many lines, and Professor X's line. Did anyone else notice? Yeah. Comic Jabroni actually talked about the lines, and it was like pretty distracting for him too, and a little bit annoying. I was more taken aback with like a lot of the dialogue. Because look, you would think if people are fighting bad guys and they're doing, you know, they're fighting stuff, they wouldn't be having these intellectual, in-depth conversations. You know, you wouldn't really be saying anything. You'll be like, "Hey, you go right, I go left." You know, like there'll be some basic stuff like that. Like, "Hey, let's go this way." You know, we got two hostiles. We got a bogey coming around the corner. You know, now let's talk about the intellectual of. Yeah, it was just a little silly for me.
Oh,
From Heroes
good.
to Icon, Marvel and DC have to pay a lot of people that don't really do anything. Way too many executives that need to be paid. Uh, I guess, yeah. You know, they need to get a new yacht, man. Come on, you got to pay that $4.99. They need some more gas money. I wish Hickman got either the House or Power Artist. Wasn't a big fan of the new style. I guess maybe I haven't read. I'm still waiting on the trade for House and Power, so I got to check out the artwork in there and make sure it lives up to its hype.
Me too. I'm waiting for the whole
Me and
trade.
Rod are gonna read the trade together. We're gonna sit side by side and read the trade, and then we're gonna talk about it together. I'm gonna jump on a Rican scale review with him.
Sweet man,
There
we
it is.
do.
I just set it up for him. I hijacked his Rican scale for House and Powers.
Yo, guys, you know the Rican scale is, man. We base books on art and story, 5 and 5,
Did we
and
have Rican scale this week?
no, there's no skill, man.
Come on,
I've been
man.
slacking, man. I've
You're
been
slacking.
slacking, but I do tell you this though.
Dead End Kids #3. Did you like it?
I have not read it, man.
Oh my god.
Here it is.
Yo, this guy gets the artist to send him a signed free copy. He gets the next 2 issues and still doesn't read the book. When are you gonna review
No,
it?
I've read them. I've read issue 1 too. This is it, man.
Is he gonna come on the Coast to Coast show?
He was supposed to call Frank Gogol was supposed to come on the show. He was sick. And he sent me a message. It was like early Saturday morning. And he said, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Can't come on the show. And I was like, all right, that's fine. We'll just work around it. And Frank Gogol will be on Coast to Coast Comics. We're just gonna
I heard he did another live show that day.
oh, nice. That's all right then. Well, you know what? He did the right thing.
No, just messing with
He
you. Man.
went
He probably
to
was
someone
sick.
else, and that's nope. Then you know what? I'll be the second one on.
There you go, man.
There it is, man.
Hey, it's
There
better
it
the
is.
second time around.
I don't care. He wants to jump on someone else's. I don't care, man. I'll take the leftovers and
There you go. Sloppy seconds all the way.
yeah, you know what? But you know what? When David Mack comes on Coast to Coast Comics, stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned. It's coming.
It's gonna happen. David Mack.
Comic Book YouTube Life said, how do you guys like the current Justice League? I'm not actually reading it. I know Comic Jabroni did a review tonight on his Marvel and DC books, and
Who's
he
that?
kind of likes that Justice League book.
Who's that?
Comic Jabroni, he does this thing where he goes on YouTube and goes like this for an hour. Oh yeah, I got comic books.
Oh,
No, I'm
no.
just kidding. No, right now he's sleeping away, dude. He's got his footies on, his pajamas. He's like this.
Video games, man.
He's got what drill tomorrow, man. So, oh man, he's gonna have a busy weekend. He's gonna have a busy ass weekend.
Let's go drills. Jabroni. For you, brother. Look at these guns, man. Jabroni, when you wake up and you watch this, I hope you're having a good day, man. Eating your not meatloaf, but your oatmeal. And then doing your 45 push-ups and eating some more oatmeal. And then at the end of the day, you have you say you don't like steak, you're gonna cut back on red meat. All right, well, you can eat whatever you want. Eat chicken.
What's up, everybody? Look at that sweet elite shirt Rod is wearing. Oh, there you go. You got some elite love.
AEW, baby.
There
We're
you
gonna talk about
go.
wrestling. I can't see the chat, man. That's the thing that's pissing me off right now.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. You don't got the chat on your screen, Rod? You got two
Yeah, I
screens now.
don't
What
have
are you doing?
But this is your stream,
No, you got to open up YouTube in the other window.
Oh,
And then you do the pop-out chat.
oh damn. All right. Oh man. It's gonna get off the charts right now,
Oh man, the Comics Club said, I make a point of calling certain comic books thick in the next video. Thanks to so much everyone who subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it. I hope to catch. Heck yeah, man. I can't wait to see what books you're going to shred next. Justice
Oh, don't do it, man. No, if you're gonna do a Daredevil, just give it to me before you shred it, man.
Oh man, Justice
Just
League is
give it
very.
to me. I want Daredevil in his yellow uniform. That's all I want.
There you go. None of that red. Red nonsense.
Oh my good lord, man! Stop it, man.
Justice League is a fun read, nonetheless. Heck yeah, rapid fire, but with Perry, so it's gonna be all night. TJ said, "I wish Kevin was live right now." Who's Kevin, man? Are you talking about superpower reviews? Get out of here, TJ. What are you talking about? Jennifer, how's it going? Perry, you know there's a tornado warning. I know there's a tornado warning. Somebody warned me. Is
My
it raining
wife
bad?
texted me that too, man.
Oh
I'm
man.
trying, I don't know what to do right now. What
You
the
just gotta
heck?
go live and say screw it. We're gonna get the tornado live on stream. No, it's actually not raining no more. It stopped raining probably like 5 minutes before I started the stream, so that's good. Jennifer, you're gonna scare the crap out of Barry when he gets to that comment in 20 minutes. Oh man, did she send that 20 minutes ago? Oh man, dude, I'm so far behind. Oh man, all right, where was I?
So how the hell? What the heck? What am I supposed to do, man?
Hey, Rabbit,
Somebody
how's it going,
jump
Rabbit? Rabbit's
online
still in the
or
chat.
something. You're on the
Uh,
show.
oh man, yo, what's up, Biggie Shack? How's it going, man? Biggie Shack, man? How's it hanging, man? Slanging and banging. I know he was playing some Transformers, Rod. He was live streaming Transformers, man.
Yo, Transformer is fire right now. You
Pew
guys,
pew pew. Oh man, hey man, there is some cool Transformers. There was a new Transformer game that came out in like
we're talking about
2013.
combos, man.
No, he was playing the game Transformers.
Well, he's been doing it like all day. He does that. He just jump off Transformers, and then Biggie Jack just starts walking around and just be like, just doing stuff, man. Yo, Biggie Shaq is everywhere, every hour, or yeah, I can't keep up with him.
I love how he
What,
randomly goes live, man. It's the best because I'll be
bro?
sitting down like at work and I'm like, all right, like I'm working, and then my phone gets like a random notification at like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like Biggie Shaq going live. I'm like, all right, heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Rob, we got a rapid fire question for you. Rapid
What?
fire.
I'm trying to see.
What other YouTube channel would you love to be a part of?
I would love to be a part of Biggie Shaq. Actually, if it could be clean, if it could be clean. None of that, but
What you
anyway,
smoking on, Rob?
I'm not smoking nothing, man.
Oh man,
Other
that's a
other
hard
than
question
that,
for
I
you.
would love to be on like somebody like I'm trying to think someone I never worked with.
You want me to go first? Give you some time.
Go first then. Go ahead.
Um, he doesn't do a lot of content anymore, but if he does do content, I would love to jump on. Is RB3? Um, he's probably the first person to introduce me to this community. Because I know Comic Tom, like everyone's seen Comic Tom, and I've seen Tom, but the whole live stream aspect where you interact with people, that was hands down RB3. So the fact that I was able to jump on his stream in December of last year, find the community, and then a year later have a YouTube channel where I'm able to be a part and start my own community, and if I could do a live stream with him just to thank him and have, because he has, like, he was in the military and all these things, and he lives next to Torpedo. He goes out to lunch with like Jim Lee, like this guy, like, he knows so much, and just to be able to sit down and have a live chat to chat with him, even if it's not live streaming, just to be able to talk to him, I think would be amazing, and I would love to be a part of his channel. All right, Rod, I gave you like an extra minute.
Go ahead.
Whose channel you want to go on, Rod?
If I were to go on someone's chat or show or someone,
Sure.
um, fuck it, man. I would go with Joe Joe Pokin.
There you go.
Someone's different that you know Joe Pokin. Someone different that I just want to hang out. Gave him a shout out, and then I just like
Fuck it. Yeah.
yeah. So he won't think the same way, but
Hey, why not? There you go. That's a good rapid fire. If anybody has any other questions, just drop a rapid fire with a
drop it right now. I'm ready, man. Hey, I'm
Oh
ready to
man,
go.
let's see.
Hit me right now.
Let's see who else we got in the chat. Who else is dropping comments? Let's see. Thank you to all the people joining us for the live stream. Yes, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy and smash that thumbs up. I agree. Let's see. Jennifer says it's a tornado. Stop scaring me. I hope not, dude. I don't want no tornado. Come on, Jenny. Why you?
I hear I hear the alerts in my alarm in the house,
Oh
but
man, see, maybe it's more like by you and like not by me. But then again, I have like a
no,
two.
that's supposed to be, man. That means my fedoras will be flying away, man.
Oh man, all you
You
gotta
know,
do is like hug Carmela and go in the bathtub. You know?
stop. I don't need this bull crap right now.
Oh
This
no,
is
you'll be fine.
that was only one question. How many people in the chat right now have a question for Roderick? And let me know right now. I'm a wrestling fan. I love movies from the 80s, especially Perry Comic does too. He loves his movie from the 80s.
I was watching Blow. When did that come out?
Johnny Depp. That was a great
Dude,
movie.
Boston George. What a great freaking movie, dude. I love that movie.
Oh my good lord, they could not stash so much stuff in
He was
that.
walking around the apartment. Where did I put the money? There's too much money everywhere. Oh
Exact
man, that was crazy.
and Penelope Cruz was wow. That
She was
was
freaking out. What are we gonna do for money? You know?
she has a little no issue, but she was gorgeous in that movie, and they were like, yeah, exactly where did we put the money? It was so dope, man.
Rob said, "There you go, Jen. 10 more minutes until Perry gets that tornado warning from you." Oh man, stay safe in the weather. Heck yeah, the original Mask comic was not kid friendly. The movie totally not like the book. Okay, maybe we'll get like a darker version of the Mask in the movie. That'd be cool. I mean, I want to read more of the Mask, like the older books, because this issue it was kind of cool. The Mask Mayhem, not Jim Carrey. The original comic is super violent. Oh boy. Black Tower Terran. I think I'm saying that correctly. Um, Welcome. He says, in an age of dollar bins and eBay, I don't understand why so much emphasis is put on someone explaining comics. I don't know, man. Let's see. Hey, Perry Comics, I have a question. What superhero from the DCU would you love to hang out with for a day? Could be a male or female superhero. Wow. Does it have? Oh man, DCU. So DC Universe. I'm assuming it's like just like in comics in general. If I had to hang out with one DC character, it would probably be, huh? That's like a really hard question, man. Oh man, what about
Yeah,
you, Rod?
it's tough. It is very tough, and I would have to say someone from DC. I would have to say I'm a Flash fan, and I say this all the time. Someone with like either the I will say Iris West. As I say all the time, like Iris West is like the Flash
What you
fan.
gonna do with Iris, Fly? What you gonna do
What
with
the
Iris,
fuck,
Rod?
man? I don't know what the you talking about right now, man.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. It's my wife. I want to know it's Barry Allen or Wally West or whatever. I want to come back to my wife, and that's what I'm thinking about right now. So, what do you think?
If I had to spend a day off the top without thinking,
I
kind of
can't
weird.
think. Well, I
It
can't
would be.
think my wife. So.
I would want to say probably Alfred, and that's really weird, right? But if I'm thinking about it, when I meet comic book artists or writers, I kind of don't know what to say. So if I were to meet one of my favorite superheroes, I wouldn't know what to say, and I think I would just waste the day. But I feel like Alfred isn't that much of someone I could like get starstruck. More or less, someone I could sit down and have like tea with, and like imagine the stories that he
Tea.
could tell.
Drink
And
tea.
no, seriously, imagine the stories and the perspective because he's seen the whole Bat family. Like so, he's been around since the beginning. Imagine all the stories and what he could tell from his outside point of view. Because I mean, like Bruce is probably like a dick, you know. He's probably,
He is a
Damien's
dick.
probably an ass.
And he won't smile. He's been smiling. There's a few issues that he's been smiling at. So
I mean, I guess I don't know. Without thinking, that's probably the first person. If I had to think of a badass, it would probably be like Slade. I would like to enjoy a day with a. What am I gonna do with Deathstroke? We're gonna go kill people? Like, what am I gonna do with Batman? Like, go fight villains? Like, I just want to sit down and have a conversation. Who better than Alfred? You know?
Okay,
Uh,
sir, would you like something too? Here you go. But
oh man.
uh, oh,
What's up, Jeff? He said, "Sorry, I had to watch Bueller first." Is Bueller live? What's Bueller doing? Zeke likes. Thanks for coming.
hijack him, bring him on the
Oh
show.
man, Comic Corps. Sup, Perry and the Lurkers. Sup, man. How's it going, Comic Corps? E. Aggressive, relaxing. Green Arrow is who I would hang out with. Dude is down the party. Oh, there you go. I didn't think about that. Yo, we got Burke family 54. Burke Nasty in the house, everybody.
First
Uh,
family in the house. What's going
he's
on?
still hashtag stay nasty in my book. Hey, has anyone seen freaking Caleb, dude? I haven't seen Caleb in months. What
Yo,
happened there, man?
he's out there. He's doing his old thing.
He's a farmer now, huh?
Yeah. He said he'll be back, and he been putting stuff up on IG.
Yeah, I've been seeing him cut grass or something. I don't know what he's doing.
He's harvesting.
Harvesting. There we go. That's cool.
Yeah, it is, man.
Let's see. Power Rangers review only. He's a Power Ranger guy. I would hang out with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Also fire. In civilian form, of course, I wouldn't want to be near him in a fire form. I laugh with Perry's videos probably more than any other comic YouTubers. Oh, I'm glad I can bring you some type of entertainment. That was the right answer, Rod. Oh man,
Of course.
awesome movie. I can't feel my face. Oh yeah, when he does that like Colombian cocaine, he's like, I can't feel my face. I could touch it, but I can't feel it. Don't remember Rod being this amazing. Oh man, Rod is pretty amazing. I'd hang out with Lois Lane.
Who said that? I can't watch the chat, man. I can't.
Oh, it's okay. I will tell you. Just another lurker. Rod, do you remember the wrestler Dusty Rhodes?
Really? Yeah. His son is doing AEW right now. Took it over by storm. So you wrestling fans who want to be like, I'm tired of WWE. I'm tired of what other wrestling promotions right now. But you know what? I'll tell you right now, AEW is the place to be because, oh man, you know what? If you don't like it, that's up to you. But I would bring a coconut. I'll bring a coconut if you're not digging other wrestling promotions out there, man. Enjoy yourself watching other stuff right now. There's a bunch of wrestling things out there, man. If you're not digging it, digging it. If you're not digging wrestling, WWE, feel free to check out AEW. That's it, man.
There we go. There it is.
Coconut smash you guys, man.
There it is. He's gonna smash it with the cocoa.
Kenny
Love
Omega,
with the cocoa.
the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, props to what they've been doing, man.
Jeff said he'd hang out with Sandman and or Death. Oh man. Well,
Sandman,
since
holy
we're all gonna
crap.
meet Death
Hang
one
out
day,
Sandman?
I'll hold off.
All right, go. Good luck with that one.
Fatal J's in the house. What's up, man? He was out
Fatal
hijacking. He was hijacking a bunch of YouTubers today, man. He had his ski mask on, man. He had his gun out. He was going on YouTube live streams. Like, hey, get me in the chat, man. You know, Fatal J in the house, man. Let's see. Trinity is going on live stream right now. Yeah, he does his like Friday night. What is it? The Trailer Park News or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He talks for like 4 straight hours, just like yelling at the camera.
You know what? Hey, Trinity, man. I don't like the name Trinity. I need a name, man.
That's his name, like his real name.
Yeah. Well, I need like a real. I know his name, but I need like a nickname, like
Call him Tree,
like Trent or something, or give me something.
Call him
man.
Trent. Call him Trent.
Trent.
Hey,
I'll call him Trent.
Call him Mr.
Trent.
T.
Mr. T.
Yo, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
There you go. He's got the TT. No, sounds weird.
Oh, good. God.
Oh man, I heard somebody today. He said he needed to lose weight because he wasn't wearing a shirt, and he went to go hold a baby, and the baby tried to latch onto his titty, and he was like, "You know what? I need to go to the gym." Yeah, that's one motivation, I guess. I'm like, damn, dude, I don't want no babies around me, Oh man. Hey man, I be watching some weird stuff on YouTube.
I saw someone that the chick had a 9-year-old baby still sucking on her.
Oh man, that's
You
crazy,
know what?
dude.
I'm not even. It's supposed to be comics or whatever, but why are we talking about? You know what? I don't even
Oh,
care.
yo, she don't even need to hold him. He's just standing up. Oh man, all right, this went off the rails real quick. How do you like the current 12-issue Lois Lane series? You like it or not? Me personally, I don't like it because it involves the real world, but I do like the cast members. I haven't read it. I heard it involved like the White House and like current politics, which um I don't know. I don't like to like dabble in that really. But I heard some people that read it, some people like it, some people don't. It's kind of up in the air. If anyone else in the chat's read it, you go ahead and drop an opinion. Let's see. Let's see. I want to wear glitter robes like Ric Flair when I do videos if I reach 10,000 subs. Woo! That's what he does, right? That's the Ric Flair. He goes woo.
Woo!
There you go. Come on, Rod. Let it out. Let out a real woo.
I can't. I'm getting tired.
Nah.
Woo!
There we go. We got Rod the Woo and Rican.
How I do, man? Hanging
uh,
out with Perry Comics late night. Yo,
oh,
man,
man.
if you don't know Perry Comics right now, all you gotta do right now, hit the notification bell, man. That way, you know, whenever he goes live, you'll see people like Comics with Bueller right now. He knows.
There it is. I finally caught up with the chat.
Bueller has the notification bell on because he knows he want to hang out with Perry Comics.
Hey, man.
That's the thing, man.
Did you see Bueller's stream from yesterday? Dude, I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning because I passed out like 9. I woke up at 1. And I went on YouTube and I seen he had a stream and somebody said, like, was threatening Bueller, dude, on the internet. And I'm like, all right, like, you always hear these things, but, like, for it to happen to someone in the community, especially someone so nice in the community, like, yo, that's crazy, dude. And that guy, like, he does videos and stuff, man. I don't know. I've seen that guy's
Bueller's
channel, dude.
nice.
Huh?
Bueller's nice.
I mean, he's kind of nice. I mean, he's as
seen
nice
him?
as you could be for a person who watches Indiana Jones.
Have you seen him? Him and Sam Tanger's Web.
Well, I mean,
he's got the glasses on. Man, I don't even go out there get the glasses.
No,
And he just like, what you got, Sam?
Oh, that was so funny. Sam was talking for like 5 minutes, and Bueller just sitting there.
He could be a douche, man. He's like, Sam, what you got, man? Where the books at? But Bueller's a cool homie. All jokes aside, man, we're just having a good time, man.
Yeah, man. Bueller's all right.
Yeah.
Bueller's
yeah,
cool. He's all right. He came on to what? Coast to Coast? I was there.
3. I think he came on Coast to Coast 3 times.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So he likes hanging out with some crazy people. But the next time he comes on, Perry, he's got to be like this.
Fatal J said, a baby did that to me before I was depressed for a few days after that. Oh, man, that's too funny. Can you imagine that? Imagine if you latched on. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's not good.
Watch out the symbiote. Watch out for the symbiotes.
Oh, man. Oh, what a God thing. He said, woo. What's up, comic fan? What's up? What's up, One God Tank? How's it going, man? We got Comics Club. Remember, check out Comics Club. He's gonna be shredding some books on Tuesday. He's gonna get your favorite comics. He's gonna shred them. He's like, oh, you like Superman? Gone. You like Daredevil? Gone. What about Lady Fantastic? Gone. Oh wait, that's the Q-tip.
Right.
He's shredding everybody, man. He's like, oh, you like Dr. Doom 2099? Gone.
Harry, nobody does this anymore.
Nobody does the dab anymore.
Nobody does gone.
What is the new one? The woe?
No. They doing the floss or just don't do anything. Who does gone?
Gone.
Who
gone.
Does, what the hell was that?
Gone. How else do you do it?
Please, man, please don't shred a Daredevil yellow outfit. I need one, man. And don't gone that, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do
Ezekiel
it.
says, "Bro, that stream was legit crazy. Stay safe, Bueller." I agree, man. That is a little bit nuts, man. You know, people are crazy, man, and they gotta watch what they're saying online because you never know. I mean, he sounds like a psychopath. You know, I mean, I don't know what a psychopath is, but I'm just gonna throw that label on him. Shut up, Rod. Oh man. Bueller needs to just roadhouse his ass. There you go. Just swift right in the booty hole. You know.
What's wrong? You don't jump on, man. Just jump on. Hang
Just
out.
discovered Bueller's Just the Keys series. Great. It is great, man. Yo, Bueller's been pumping out content. October is content month for Bueller. It's like Monday video, Tuesday video, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday video, Monday video, Tuesday video. It's just you get a video, you get a video. Hey
Yeah.
guys, hey Wednesday, you get a video.
I do one edit video and he gets 70 views. But
man.
Bueller comes on there and rocks out his video and he gets like 3,000 views. Bueller, props to you, sir.
Heck yeah, man.
How the heck? Good Lord, there's no damn tornado. Stop beeping.
Oh, Rod's like, this damn turn, and then it's just gonna be like a whoosh. His glass windows are gonna be like, shh. He's gonna be like, ah. Carmela's gonna be like, help me, Rod.
And it goes all my books flying up.
Mr. Old Wolf has entered the building.
Hooked me up, man.
How's it going, man?
What's the best book ever?
Hurry, send the invite. I think I have Bueller's email. Let me see.
No. Put him on timeout.
Um,
What time is it anyway?
here, I don't know if I have your email, but look, there's the link. I just dropped the link in the chat.
Good Lord.
That's for Bueller, not some weirdo to jump on stream with me to show me his spectrum.
No. I haven't. Hold on.
No, let me see. Hey, Wolf, thanks for coming. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate him coming. Let's see. I've got a question. Do you like the Batman Who Laughs as a character, or do you like the expansion? One of my multiple Batman Who Laughs statues. I do like Batman Who Laughs.
Okay, so do
he's
you
very
like
twisted.
that? Do you like the whole Batman where freaking Batman walking around with a lantern?
No, that's a different universe.
Well, that is hot garbage. I have no idea.
Thus far, yes, so far it's pretty hot garbage.
Huh?
It
Are you
is.
still reading it?
Am I still reading it?
No, because you have no idea what the hell was going on. It is bananas. Oh,
Hey,
what?
it's Bueller in the house.
Some weirdo that's going to show you his pecker. Is that what you said?
Oh,
Is that literally what you said, Perry, before I jumped
Yeah,
on?
you don't know. I just threw the link out there. You never know when some weirdo is gonna show you his pecker. You know, be
You
careful.
never know. That's the world we live in.
Hey, it's 2019. You know, there's peckers flying all over the place.
Bueller's in the house. He is the biggest DC fan. Guys, if you have never seen Bueller before, the guy loves DC. And if Sam was there too, Sam be like, what? We're talking DC, what? But you know what? Yeah.
That Sam guy, he's a troublemaker.
What is Sam doing? I usually see Sam on my stream. Where is he? Where's Sam doing tonight? I thought he was
He's
with you.
working somewhere.
He's probably hanging out underneath my van outside.
He's waiting for you to. He's
He's
waiting for you to come
waiting
out.
for me to get up in the morning, and usually he's just laying there by the van. I'm like, what are you doing?
He looks at Bueller and goes,
It's so funny because that scenario just right through my mind. I can just see like, what are you doing down there?
oh my God. Man.
No, I
Oh,
think
that's
I think Sam's like, I don't think he's feeling that great. I think he's recovering from a cold or something like that. So I think he's just kind of hanging out at his house for the weekend. So actually, I think he might have been in Vancouver today, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can't keep track of that guy. He's got so many lady friends. It's crazy.
He's going all around town.
Nice.
He's got the moves. Yeah, you guys can see that on the BS show when he gets all
yeah.
nuts.
Him and his Taco Bell, you know.
Yeah, him and his Taco Bell.
Oh,
This
man.
is not cooked yet.
Why you get so nasty to him though, man? You like, I don't want to sit on both, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's so kind to him. What are you talking about? He gave him a gift wrapped gift. He
Yeah.
literally wrapped a gift for him. How nice is that?
I tell you, it was the whole BS show. We've done like, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 episodes so far. And it was just kind of one of those things I just like on the whim. I was like, let's do a show together. He's like, okay. I go, what? He's like, what are we going to call it? I go, how about the BS show? You know, Sam and Bueller. Bueller said, whatever. You know,
Okay.
He's like, okay. And then we go on there, and I'm like just sitting there. And right before we hit, go live, I'm like, okay, what can I do to kind of throw Sam off his game a little bit? I mean, like, because normally when you see me and Sam together, it's Sam normally doesn't say a tremendous amount. I'm usually the one doing most of the talking, and I don't need to be the one doing most of the talking or whatnot. That's just kind of Sam's personality type thing. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything, and I'm just going to make Sam be the host. And he's like, what? And it was just like, it was so good. And then it was, I've seen all these guys do like the wrestling personas with each other.
Uh-huh.
And all that show is just me doing like a persona of just like a grumpy old man thing.
Hey, you pull it off great.
I was at work when you guys went off. I think it was Thursday. And I was like, Bueller had this stone cold, stern face. He's not smiling. And Sam was like, well, show your books. I'm just like, well, show your damn books first. I swear, I was like, I want to go home and just watch this whole thing from scratch. I was laughing so hard at work.
It's so much fun because it's I don't even know what we talk about or what we show. It's pretty much it's just made up on the fly. And
those are the best streams.
And
tonight we don't know what we're doing.
He's just rolling with the punches, trying to keep it going. And like the one episode where I flipped it and I was like extremely nice and excited and stuff. He's like, what the hell is going on? Because like the whole day I was just being kind of a jerk. And I'm like, man, you're going to get it today. And so I'm really going to be an ass. And he's like, oh, okay. And then we get on there. I'm like, I'm so excited to be here. And I'm like hugging him. And we actually sang a song during the live stream. And it's funny because like Tom, he calls me up. And he's like, dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a comic book thing like that before. It's my favorite show. And then like Russ, he sent me an email. He's like, man, it's so funny. It's so much fun. And like the guy from Gem Mint, he sent me a message.
Heck yeah.
He watches it, and he's like, dude, it's hilarious. It's the best thing I've seen. And it's literally just made up on the fly. And we're just, it doesn't work without Sam. That's the thing. And Tom's like, dude, we need to do something like that. And I go, we couldn't do it. There's no way it would work with me and you. I go, it has to work with someone like Sam and then myself. It doesn't work without him.
Sam is like the peanut butter and jelly, and you're like the bread.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome.
I'm like the nipple, and he's the kid that's on the nipple. What?
It's good because here we are, man. We hanging out. Great time. We all still part of Comic Time 101 / blog. And we're just, here we are, man. It's dope, man. But you know what? I swear, man. I can't stop laughing.
I think eventually the BS show is going to make it to the main channel. Right now, it's not ready for prime time. But eventually, it's going to be on the main channel, and people are going to be like, "What the hell
is this?" Oh man, I can't wait for that. You going to do it next week?
Yeah, we do it every Wednesday.
No, on your main channel.
No, probably not until next month or something like that. So I mean, I got every day. I have. I'm putting out a video every day. I have every day has a plan and a calendar at what video comes out for this month. So I'm trying to stick with that. I'm more than halfway done, so I'm really excited.
Oh, that's awesome. I would think you would have like a crazy, like tight schedule because I mean, dude, that's hard releasing an edited, good quality, good content video every day.
Yeah,
Oh man, I try to drop like 3 a week, and it's like it drives me nuts.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I just cursed it, but yeah,
That's all right,
your
Rod.
crap is on. Your stuff is top notch, and we talked about that before. But you know what? Yo, there's no words for it, man. Your stuff is up the ballpark.
This got interesting.
Well, some people don't like it, and they say mean things to me, but that's okay.
No, Bueller, kill
But
it. You know you
They're
are.
just hating, man. They're just hating. They're a bunch of haters.
Yeah,
That's all. You know. Perry drops out a video. He wants to call it 5 minutes or less. It may go a little longer, but you know what?
Oh man, I got so many
It's
messages
a
and
bunch of
like
knowledge
comments of people
out
not
there.
liking that video.
I was on a
I'm hating. I'm
podcast
hating.
with this guy in London and last week, and he's watched my videos and stuff, and he wanted me on his podcast, and he was interviewing me, and he's like your videos, they all look so nice. I go, yeah, they kind of have to look nice because I don't look that nice, so the videos have to compensate. It's like I go, you look at Reggie, and the dude looks like an Adonis type thing, you know. He doesn't need much of a background. It's literally just his face and stuff, and he just looks like he looks like a Porsche, like a 911 type thing. And you know, I'm like the beaten down truck in the back of the parking lot.
Oh man,
I compare myself to
you're like
like when
Mater.
you go to a car dealership and you want to get that nice car and stuff that's in the front, and then they run your credit, and then they take you to the back where all the crap is. I'm the junk crap car in the back that you get, so I gotta polish it up and make sure it looks really nice.
Yeah, you gotta throw, we gotta put some wax on that car. Gotta make it
That's
shine
right.
when the sun hits it.
That's exactly
Hey.
right.
Welcome to Reggie. Thank you for taking the time to watch one of my other episodes.
Yeah, you got some good impressions,
That was not the best one, but I can.
Hey, Bueller. So speaking of Reggie, I started this video with this like clickbaity thumbnail
Yeah,
about
I saw that.
about comics explained.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts on what on his comments? Because I mean, he's a pretty big guy, in the comic realm.
Honestly, I don't watch him.
I don't watch him either at all.
I've
I had
never-
somebody
I've-
message
I've
me
never
about it.
really, I've heard of his channel, but I've never watched any of his videos.
So do you know what he said about the comic books?
Huh.
He said his tweet verbatim is, "In an age of smartphones and tablets, I don't really understand why so much emphasis is put on keeping physical comic book stores alive."
I think there's some legitimacy to that.
Do you
I
think
mean,
so?
I don't agree with it, but I think there's some legitimacy to it because it doesn't make sense that comics or paper books or whatever, if you want to just put the paper books by themselves and lump like regular books with comics as well in there, it doesn't really make sense that there is physical copies when all the other physical copies of mediums, say music, movies, games, have all gone digital type thing. And then the books are actually the easiest thing to convert to a digital format as far as size and what you can carry in the palm of your hand type thing.
Sure.
So I understand what he's saying, but I don't agree with it. I think that, I don't want it to be a digital, but I kind of understand where that point of view would come, because if you look at it rationally and say, okay, all these other things are now a digital format that are much larger and they're the same type of thing, why aren't paper the easiest format being converted to a digital format? And that doesn't make any sense, And so I understand that a little bit.
Sure, I can see that perspective, but like I've seen somebody say like art should be printed.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that sentiment alone. I kind of stand by that, but I don't know. It kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because if you have a big voice, you shouldn't really be talking bad about comic book shops. Maybe talk about the industry. I don't know, because it's like you have people that are gonna follow you. They're like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to the shops anymore. So now you're like, you're driving business away from an already kind of dying business. I don't know. To me, that rubbed me the wrong
way. Is he a digital guy? I mean, is he a guy that buys digital books?
Digital. I don't even think he collects as in like this book is a spec book or a hot book. I think he just reads everything off the iPad.
Sure.
Which, I mean, that's cool. Great for him. But hey, man, I need something that I could, like Rod said, I need to open it up. I need to smell the fart from 1978. You know.
Well, I'll tell you this:
I'll do
is
it.
I just read an article not too long ago on, as far as the paper medium with books, regular books and comic books, the digital market is not growing. It's actually shrinking. It's going the opposite
wow.
direction to where everything else is growing in digital as far as music, games, movies type thing. It's exactly the opposite with physical books. Like, a while back, when they came out with the Kindle or the Nook type thing to where you could read your book on a little tablet, those are dying, and it's the book itself which is surging type thing. And I think that's the main reason why is because books, whether comic books or regular novels, people use them as decoration in their home. I mean, literally, you go to someone's home, they have a bookshelf with the books they read type thing right there in the living room. It's part of their living quarters type thing,
Sure.
to where, music CDs or DVDs, they just don't have that presence. They don't make you look smart. I mean, a lot of times when you have like if
But not only that,
you have books on a shelf, it makes you probably, oh, they read that book. Yeah, well, they never read it. They just bought it at a yard sale for a quarter. And
It
stuck
looks
it on
pretty.
the
It
shelf.
looks nice.
no,
Yeah,
but
I read
it's
the summary in the back.
yeah, exactly.
it's pretty neat to see that we're we have people outside of the community like John comes with kids. He has his kids reading comic books. Not only that, Wolf Warner, if you guys don't know Wolf Warner, but
Oh,
he likes to incorporate comic books with his students. So that's pretty dope, man. He bring comic books into his students. So that is nice to see that even though a lot of that stuff is digital,
Yeah.
but they're bringing stuff within the kids, man. The kids, so kids are reading books. We may not see it, we don't see it, but we have people from New York, like Wolf Warner, like I said, a teacher, and John comes with kids, and his kids. You see them every Saturday morning. They have a book,
Yeah.
and that is. I don't want to say that. That's amazing, but it's dope, man. So
it was
just wanna
cool. I
throw
went
it out
into
there.
a comic book shop on Sunday a couple weeks ago, and I felt like a stalker for a bit because I was in the shop and there was a group of teenage boys and they were all looking at Funko Pops. So I'm like standing in the aisle, like I'm standing in the Funko Pop aisle, pretending to look at Funkos because I want to see, are they gonna look at comics? Like I was just curious to see like what the younger kids are doing, and then I noticed there was like one nerdy friend that went to the back wall and picked up a comic, and then all the other friends were talking about like the movies. And I was like, all right, that's cool. They're talking about it. And then the kid went and purchased that book. I was like, yes. Like out of all his friends, he was able to step out and talk about the movies that are popular and then grab a book that's associated with that one of those MCU characters and then buy that book. And I'm like, that's so cool to see like even like how the movies are like having a major influence on the younger generation because I don't see that many comics that are geared towards like a 13-year-old.
Well,
I just don't see
Barry,
it.
let me ask you this. I know you play games.
I
I've
do.
seen you do gaming on your channel. Are your games, are they digital or physical copies?
It's more or less 50-50.
Okay.
Like-
And are you like now, like if you were to go buy a game, would you just buy the digital or would you buy the physical copy? What are you more inclined to buy right now?
If it's a game that has a history like a Fallout or World of Warcraft, a game that I've had, I'll go
Yeah.
out and I'll buy the collector's edition physical set.
Okay.
But if it's a regular game that's just I want to try it, I'll just buy the digital version.
Okay. Could you ever see yourself having that dilemma when it comes to a comic book?
Sure. I mean, there are comic books that I'll go on and I'll read digitally.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when a comic book comes out on a Wednesday, I'm gonna pick up 20 hardcover copies, like paper copies, rather than sit on my computer or my phone trying to buy the books there.
Yeah.
It's a whole different medium. Like for me to be able to sit down and focus and look at a book and turn page by page instead of swiping and seeing each panel individually, and then I could only read so much digital before it's like my eyes hurt, my head hurts, I get bothered,
Sure.
I get annoyed, I start opening other tabs and going on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I was a physical copy like for games and stuff like that too, but it was such an easy the
Transition.
convenience switching to a digital was like just literally it's just right there on my machine. I don't have to put a new thing in there. It's such a convenience to do that. I don't, and you don't even think twice about it, type thing after you kind of go digital, and
Sure.
because it's not really collectible type things either, and that has a lot to do with it because now games don't come out like, oh, they come out on Wednesday and then they don't come out again type thing. They literally mass produce them until people stop buying them type thing. Same thing with music CDs and same thing with movies and stuff like that. Where comics are just, they're released on Wednesday and they're out for a week and that's it. And then maybe they go to a second and third print, but that's the chance you have to buy them. And you can always buy the digital copy, but there's no collection involved whatsoever. So that's why I think that digital, that's why I think it's kind of dying. And that's kind of the point that they were talking about. And I was surprised. I actually, for a while, I was really like, dude, it's going to happen. Digital is going to take over. And this is an opinion I had not too long ago, just a few months back. But the more and more I research it, and I've changed my mind, and I'm glad because I've changed my mind for the better. And it's what's happening now is what I want to see happen. Unfortunately, what is not happening, and I feel this is the main thing I'm concerned of. The movies and the TV shows that we see are not converting people into buying more comics. Or I shouldn't say that. I should say it's not converting new people to buy comics or books or graphic novels type thing. It's just making the people already buying or have bought in the past might buy more. It's not really bringing in a new audience type thing. And I don't know what the answer to that is, but I'm hoping that eventually the new generation finds the physical medium of comics because it's very low type thing. I mean, I don't know of any kids, hardly at all, that are in the going and buying their comics on Wednesday. It's a very small percentage. So
I agree with that. I want to say when it comes to newer collectors, I feel like it might be a small fraction, but I feel like YouTubers are playing a bigger role now in people going out to the shops. Because I mean, look at Rod. What you're new to collecting? You just started collecting not too long ago.
I've been collecting for like the last 3 years.
3 years. I started going back to the LCS when I seen Comic Tom do a hot 10 list in November. I haven't been to a shop. I didn't really care for it. Comics weren't collectible to me. They were just stories I read. And then like seeing a video on YouTube gave me the motivation and enthusiasm to go to a shop. And then I got hit with like a rush of like adrenaline and joy. And then I started making videos. And then I've had people say, I don't really like comic books. I'm into collecting Funkos. But I went to a comic book shop today and I picked up a couple books. So it's like, I feel like in the YouTube realm, maybe we're helping people who wouldn't necessarily buy new comic books or go out to the shops try it at least. Because, I mean, you watch all these, I mean, there's dozens of videos a day on New Comic Book Day about new comics. And it's like, people are excited. And you didn't see that 5 years ago. You didn't see all these people dropping all these videos about comic books and talking about how amazing they are and all these wonderful stories. You know?
I'm not excited on New Comic Book Day.
Why not, Bueller? I'm through the roof.
I'm excited because you get your stuff at a reasonable price, sir. Well, you know what? You put the work into it because this is what you do for a living, and that's pretty dope. That you're out there. This is what you do, man. And one day, man, Perry's gonna be there. We're gonna just have a good time, and maybe one day I'll be there with you, and then we can have a good time and just not talk about, but just hit that mark, and then we're gonna just sit back and relax and talk about.
We all got to go to the comic club.
Well,
and buy some of those shredded books.
There we go. I told Rod when they do a Daredevil book, I'm gonna make sure to hop on eBay and outbid everybody to get in this first shredded edition of Daredevil.
It's not gonna be shredded, man. It's not gonna be shredded. It's not gonna be shredded. My wife is looking at me right now. I got her right now.
Oh, tell her we say hello.
I told him he has to do it. He has to shred a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Shredder on the cover.
Right now,
that would be cool.
See it, but she's there watching us, and
she's lurking.
Is this what
She's
is
like,
this
she's all the
what
time.
cyber sex is? Is this cyber sex?
No, it's not cyber sex.
That's what's going on here.
Bueller, this is not cyber sex.
You joined the wrong stream, Bueller. It's about to get freaky.
Jesus.
It's not
Oh, man.
cyber sex, man. That's my wife, man. I love her so much. She is my big supporter, and I miss you so much, baby. I love you, and I wish you was here. She's taking care of our mom. That's my mother-in-law,
Heck yeah.
and that's it. That's all I have to say. But you know what? We're hanging out late night with Perry. Good Lord.
I want to highlight the Comics Club. This is a pretty good comment. He said, first time a customer mentioned that they read a digital comic. They have read The Walking Dead, never had an actual comic, but the digital made them want to own the hard copy. So that happened. So that's kind of cool. Like, you're reading it, you're enjoying it, and you kind of want to get like, I want to have that tangibility, that show off, that centerpiece of my house.
And I think that, honestly, I think digital, as far as digital comics, I think the more the independent title probably appeals more to a digital medium type thing, like a Walking Dead or some other title that's not a mainstream Marvel or DC type book. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think I think that was kind of in the article I was reading, that they were talking about majority of digital things or third party titles or indie titles, with like the Kickstarter campaigns and just going digital type thing. And that's where a majority of it is going, and not going to like Marvel and DC.
Heck yeah.
I could be wrong. I probably am.
Other guy. I've never seen him before.
He was just on my show, that guy Jeffrey Comic Con.
Were you live tonight? I heard people in my chat say you were live.
I was live just a few minutes ago, man. I was I was having a round 2 discussion. Instead of the guy I talked about yesterday, I talked about you and all the horrible things you said.
Did you talk about the guy from yesterday? What changed? I know he changed his YouTube name, right?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Come on, you did. You updated it on your damn channel. I see the comment.
I put that on there. I put like that. He changed it last night. But Jeffrey kind of filled me in on some stuff, and I was like, I don't really care. I'm not even going to give that guy.
Come on, spill the tea. I want to know what's up. We got to protect the comic community from this villain. We got a villain in our midst.
He's not a villain. You know what? Maybe he's just having a bad day.
He's a DC fan. That's what's going on.
We all have bad days, so I wish the guy the best.
Heck yeah. Kill him with kindness.
Awesomeness, man.
Even the shredding edition contributes to the hobby
of comic Lord, man. Come on, man. The shredded edition. Please, man, don't shred a Daredevil in the yellow outfit. Don't do that.
On the flip side of this, space is getting smaller, so people don't have the storage space for all these comics. Digital is a lot easier to store or not. I agree with that. I mean, I have, like, my bed is made up of long boxes, and then we just put a bunch of hay and lay on it, because there's no space for these damn books. I agree. If you're buying 20 books a week, you're gonna start running out of room pretty damn quick.
Honestly, the biggest appeal to digital there's 2 ones that are big. The one is the fact, like she said, the space. They're easy. They're right there. They're convenient. The second one is you can have access to books that you would never have access to. I can't go out and buy an Amazing Fantasy 15. Okay, I can't go out and buy the first 10 Avengers books. I don't have that type of money. But you can download them digitally for just a couple dollars and read them. So to me, that's the biggest appeal to a digital market: size and the fact that you have access to a complete library of books that, for the actual physical copy, you just couldn't afford.
Sure, and that's what I do with digital, because I have like the DC Universe app.
So
I'll read a book like for instance, this week The Mask
has that money.
The Mask came out this week. So I like The Mask, so I'm gonna go digitally and like read the back issues from like 30 years ago of The Mask and see more of that character, because I enjoyed the one that came out this week. So I mean, that's when digital was pretty damn cool. Let's see, digital insanity is what we're living in. Oh man, Rod, you wearing pants?
Am I wearing pants? I got shorts on. I got shorts. I got pants on. My wife was finally watching me. I had my
Barry
wife.
going Fox News. What does that mean?
What the heck are we talking about?
TMZ, Barry. What does that mean? What did I say?
I don't know.
Rod
what the
pimping
hell
that
is
hat.
going on, man. I can't believe we're going like 2 hours strong here,
Are we
hanging
really?
out with Perry
I have
Comics.
that space issue. Oh yeah, because New York City, everything's small.
Oh,
Oh
good
man.
Lord. My
I don't want to
butt.
hear that NYC. I seen that big ass hotel room you had overlooking New York City, man. You were balling. No, I kind of miss. I want Jeffrey to move to NY. You should really plan that, Jeffrey, because you guys' stream was very entertaining, and I want to see
Who
that
took
friendship blossom.
control of that room in New York City? Was it Kavi or Jeffrey?
What are you saying, Rod?
I want to know.
What do you want to know, Rod?
Are you peeing? I think he's peeing.
I'm gonna pee, man.
I knew he was peeing. It's got that pee echo.
He's got to have a little tingle, little tingle, little splash in the bucket. Oh man,
Jesus.
Rod the peeing Rican. Every time we do buyer pass on Tuesdays, it starts at 8. At 7:59, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go take a piss real quick." We're always late every week. Let's see. Comics Club said digital has its place. Before I started the Comics Club, I was the editor of a magazine. I traveled a lot. I would have loved to have had digital comics then when I traveled. I do digital even now. Well said. That's true. You know, when you're traveling, you're out and about, you're taking a crapper in a random Macy's bathroom, and you got all that leg room, and you just want to whip out your phone, you know?
Yep. No, that's right. That's one of the things where, you know, that kind of goes to the space. You know, obviously you can put thousands of comics on a phone or a iPad or whatever, you know, and all the space that would take up if you actually had a physical books, you know, especially if you're traveling like he's talking about. That's one of the convenience of having that type thing. And I know some people threw in there, there's a facsimile edition of Amazing Fantasy 15 is available right now. Yeah, I know it's available right now. That's why I said that one, just to mention that.
Oh man. Yeah, and you know, when you're going to work or you're going to the office or something and you don't want to bring a stack of comics with you, then people are gonna look at you weird and like, what's up with that guy? Is he even working? How is he gonna read 20 comics today? And you're like, you know what? I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, I'm just gonna read on my phone, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else is here? What did Dylan say? The Mask was fire. I picked it up this week. Super dark, but that's how it's always been in the comics. That's cool. The only mask I've ever known prior to this was that Jim Carrey movie. Yes, I seen a movie, and I don't remember it, but I watched it, and I know he wore a green mask.
That's what the comic books is about.
Let's see. Oh, you have one on your shelf? I didn't pick one up. I might have to stop in. I got to pick up that X-Men too. Let's see. Let's see. There's a bunch of. I don't know. He said, "What the fuck?" Maybe to Rod taking a leak. What Rod? Hot Rod, the leaking Rod. Let's see. What's up, Tim? I finally get to catch a podcast. Missed this. Well, I'm glad you're here, and we're hanging out tonight with Bueller this evening. He was so gracious as to bless us with his blessing.
This is ridiculous.
What are you doing? You pissed in a box, Rod? Oh, you're gonna break dance.
I ain't gonna break
like
down.
Joaquin Phoenix.
That was actually
kitty litter box. Is that what that is?
my kid. Really? That's my shirt box.
Shit. Waiting for the flush.
Yeah, we didn't hear the flush or the washing of the hands.
Close the door, man.
Who's your favorite superhero, Bueller?
Well, if I had to pick one right off the top, it'd probably be Wolverine. But honestly, I don't know if I have a true favorite superhero. I'm a fan of all of them, but the ones that kind of sparked me as a kid was Wolverine, Punisher, and Spider-Man.
You heard it here.
That's
Wolverine
a lot of
touched him as a
people's
kid.
favorites, though.
Daredevil.
Wonder if you wash his hands. You don't gotta wash your own hands. You know, it's in your house. You're good.
What the hell, man?
Who washes their hands in their house?
I keep a very clean penis, so I'm okay.
That's what I'm saying. You know. Rod, it wasn't on the list before, but I will find Daredevil to shred it now.
Oh God, no, man!
There we
Don't
go.
do
It's
it.
got to be yellow suit too.
It's an optical illusion, man. I know it is, man. Just don't do it. Just give me the book, then shred your own stuff. But you know what, man? Don't do it to the.
What does this mean? How do you get the beans above the Frank, Rod?
You don't. You just let it sit there.
Hey, Rod, are you going to hit Jimmy Superfly Snook over the head with that?
If I like kind of crack it in the middle here, that way you can hit someone in it. Because man, you can't. If you kill someone with this thing. This thing, this is not a prop. This is like the real deal, man. If I hit you,
I think there was 2 references right in a row that Perry had no idea what they were.
you know, he's a fake wrestler, man.
I don't watch wrestling. What do you want me to do? I got to wrestle.
Yeah,
It's
if
not
I
even
can't-
wrestling.
Did you get the beans before the Frank reference, Perry?
No, what is that?
You're dead.
Nothing.
Is that
Do
a
some
cooking
research.
reference? Are you guys talking about cooking?
Perry, just type it into Google.
Hey Siri,
If
how
I
do you get
take
the beans above the
and
Frank?
hit you in the head, you're dead.
Okay.
That's all.
I found this on the web for how do you get the beans above the Frank.
There's something about Mary.
There you go.
Oh, okay, it's a movie reference.
Oh, man,
I'm not
forget
gonna
it.
get a movie reference.
Forget it, man. Forget it.
Jesus.
Oh man, you guys are hilarious.
Freak.
Let's see.
Hilarious.
Man, I love the shot of Rod washing his hands.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't even know why my chair keeps singing now. I need a new chair, guys.
Digital for reading, hard copies
Oh
are for
God, this
collecting.
guy's
They
back.
both exist and they have their place. No need for one to win out over the other. They're 2 different things, really. More or less, yeah. I can get behind that. You know, I do read my hard copies though. If I'm gonna collect it, if I'm gonna spec, I'm gonna buy 2. Let's see. Dylan said, honestly, I read digital saga, and that's what got me into my local comic shop. Digital is convenient, but I still just like floppies, but digital and physical, why not just always have both? More money.
Or buy it all like the comic.
Well, I mean,
book.
every modern comic that comes out, for the most part, has the digital copy in it, type thing. All Marvel books do, if I'm not mistaken, and I think all DC books do. They have the digital copy with the book. It's in one of the pages. So
They
I
have the
mean,
little thing where you could download it, right?
yeah.
You download digital. Yeah. I try to sometimes. Hey, if I ever pick up a book and someone wants a digital code, just let me know. I just give it to you.
I want it.
You want
Let
to
me
know?
know right now.
You want to know what's up, Ben Compton? How's it hanging?
Well, I'm telling you right now. Let me know. What the hell? Bueller wants it too. He loves DC. So let him know too.
Let's see,
Apparently,
Bueller,
I
do you
love-
collect
I love DC.
signatures? Do you think that's a
What the hell,
growing
man?
market
I'm
or on the
They
decline?
want to know, man. The Bueller and myself want to know, man.
What do they want to know, Rod?
What was the question? What's happening here?
Well, hold on. What did Rod say? What do you want to know, Rod?
The email
What email?
for DC and the digital content, man.
I don't know. Let's see, Bueller, do you collect signatures or do you think that's a growing market or on the decline?
I'm different when it comes to this comic books and signatures. The only signatures I have on comic books that I'm interested in are from people that I have a story to go along with it.
Sure.
I'm not a stand in the line, get an autograph, pay $5 and move on type of guy. If I don't have like something to remember it by, like hosting a panel for Chris Claremont or interviewing Neil Adams, I'm not interested in getting a autograph. It has to have something behind it. So that's kind of where I stand on autograph, things like that, to be honest. So I'm probably not the person to ask when it comes to that stuff.
Me, if you want to know my opinion, I I only have a couple autographed books, but that's because I met them at cons and I like their work and stuff, and I wanted to just like interact with them. So like I can literally, I don't hold on to my books. I could sell like 90% of or 95% of my books, but those are books I would like want to keep because I remember those interactions. So yeah, like everything else, it's just a comic book at the end of the day. Doesn't really hold much value to me other than sentimental value. And money's cool too. Who do you think would win in a fight, Bueller? Wolverine or Lobo, the man? Come on, Lobo. Get out of here.
Wolverine.
Get out of here. Oh man, I'm gonna make a poll on my Instagram and I'm gonna tag you in. And I'm gonna see how many people vote for Wolverine.
What's a Lobo?
What's a Lobo? Lobo means
What's a
wolf in
Lobo?
Spanish.
You got
I think.
DC and Marvel right now, man.
Now, see, my daughter's college, they were the Lobos. Is that what you're talking about?
All right, you
Like a
love
wolf.
right now, Perry. Don't even. His daughter is behind this, man. So you're not gonna win. His daughter is like, so you're not gonna win, man. You're not gonna win. You're
I
not
still
gonna win this.
Lobo all day.
Whatever.
Lo-
She'll whip
whatever-
your ass.
Okay. Whatever makes Perry happy. If he wants it to be Lobo, it's fine. It's Lobo.
You heard it here, folks. Bueller said Lobo will kick the shit out of freaking Wolverine.
Whatever.
They're not even in the same universe. We'd never
Hey
find
man,
out.
they were in a comic cover where you have Lobo and Wolverine. They meet.
Isn't
I'm gonna bring up
Lobo-
that cover. I'm gonna find it and I'll tag you in it.
Isn't Lobo kind of like the Joker? Doesn't he have like face paint and stuff like that?
No, that's his skin color. That's the pigment on his skin.
That's the first appearance. Lobo is issue 3, Omega Man, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. My neighbor gave that to me for free.
Well, you know, it's like the book spiked a little bit. You know, it's like an $80 book now.
Great.
Stop talking about Lobo. That's a beautiful cover, man. Those on that dark background in space, those colors real pop. Get out of here. I thought Rod was telling people how it's hanging. Oh man. What was I in the chat? I always get lost in the chat.
I love Lobo. Lobo's the best. I mean, I have all his image books. They're great.
He did some Dark Horse work too.
Oh yeah. One of the Dark Horse ones, but his fights against Hellboy,
Oh yeah.
top notch, man.
Oh yeah. And then when he was in The Walking Dead, oh my god.
That was a
How
little
did-
weird.
How did Rick
you
get
know?
out of that one? You know?
You know, Michonne showed him who's boss.
Let's see. If you like an artist or writer, their signature is cool. Otherwise, it's scribble on a book.
Yeah, like
Hold it now, Perry.
like Brian Michael Bendis. You ever see his signature?
I don't think so. No.
It's like, did Rod go take a dump again? What's going on here? I didn't even notice him get up for them this time.
Rod's gonna make dinner.
But no, Bendis' signature is literally just like 5 circles on top of each other. That's
Oh,
what it
man.
looks like. It's weird.
I can't remember whose signature it is that I got, but it's literally just the initials of their name. I'm like, are you serious? You couldn't just like do it in cursive or something at least? Put some effort behind it. Rod is going to the bathroom again.
Did he take his phone with him? I think he did.
I think he might have.
That's a good choice.
He's not even watching this stream, watching somebody else's stream. Later, everyone, sleepy time for this guy. Have a
Is
good
this
evening.
normally what you do, Perry? Is this it? Were we talking about something?
Perry gets someone to do commission with Lobo defeating Wolverine. Heck yeah. Yeah, no, so technically, I usually talk for about 30 minutes and get behind on the chat, and then it's another 30 minutes of me catching up on the chat, and then by the time I catch up on the chat, I'm already behind another 30 minutes, so then that keeps going until my voice goes out. And then, you know, we just talk. Usually, people come on and they get drunk, and then we just keep talking about random things, you know? That's how John started his movie club.
Nobody drunk.
Hey, Rod, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't hear you, man. Fix your microphone.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Rod, where'd you go?
You fix it.
You fix it.
You fixed it. Where'd you go, Rod? We missed you. Did you go back to the bathroom?
Hey, this is the short box challenge right here. I've done one of these before, man. My daughter won.
Yo, man. You know what I'm bad at? Those the black ones, the BCW plastic short boxes. I'm horrible at putting those together.
Yeah, so am I. That's why I don't get them, because they're not my sponsor.
Hey, your sponsor's not gonna hear it here.
God, man, cut me a break, man. I go to the LCS, this is all they have.
I'll tell you a story. So I go I literally go up to my sponsor, the Max Pro Supplies. They go up to the warehouse,
Wait, come on, look.
and I go and they load up. I get a bunch of stuff, and they help me out to my car. And I totally forget about it. But in the back of my car is a BCW short box full of just random things in my trunk. And the guy, the vice president of the company, goes, "Oh, I see how it is." I go, "Yeah, I put my garbage in there. That's what that's for."
It's a garbage bin.
Yeah.
Oh man, Bueller's gonna come out with a new video: how to lose a sponsor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny. Hey Rod, I got a video to show you how to build one of those.
It's all right.
Oh man, Rod, too much coconut milk?
No, I'm fine, man. I'm just having a great time.
You having a good old time, Rod? Where'd you go, man? We missed you. You disappeared on us. You're like a
Yeah, I'm
flash,
still here, man. Chat,
ran
man.
out.
Having a great time.
and you ran
No,
back in.
you walked away for like 3 or 4 minutes. You didn't even say
I
goodbye.
was away for like 2 seconds, man. You guys need to suck a coconut and just relax.
Sucker coconut.
Hey man, I couldn't fit it all in my mouth.
Well, oh, good.
It's too girthy for me.
Well,
Suck
you know what?
coconuts.
It better not.
That's too much, man. That's awesome.
Oh man. So yeah, Bueller, this is late night. You know, you're more than welcome to jump on whenever you want. We just sit here and ramble on. Oh look, somebody else joined. Hey, the stream thing is in the thing. If you guys want to join, let's see. He left. Yeah, no, the stream thing is if anyone ever wants to jump in. You know, it's usually pretty much.
What do you think about the whole 2099 stuff that's dropping right now? What do you
I was never a fan before, you know, when they did the 2099 stuff. And honestly, I'm not. It doesn't interest me at all this time around as well. So I'll probably just skip it all. So I know Sam. I talked to Sam a little bit about it. I think he kind of liked the 2099 stuff when it came out before, but I don't think he's interested in the new stuff either.
I did get. I got this from Longbox Diving Doom 2099, which I never knew they even had. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what that's about. But you know, I have X-Men 2099, and it was just like maybe I just don't like X-Men because I'm always talking bad about X-Men. Maybe I just don't like X-Men.
Yeah, you do. You crapping on it all the
I'm
time.
just saying, man, I just don't enjoy it that much. You know.
Yeah, Old Wolf is asking me. He's like, "Are they getting any more Max lights in?" I don't know what the deal is, man. So honestly, they haven't had them in for a while, and they import them. And because of the tariffs that are being put on a bunch of stuff because of our president, that's the reason why they haven't gotten them back in. At least that's what they told me. So I'm hoping that it clears up and they get them back. But I don't know what the deal is. They said November, but I don't know for sure. So I know I'm missing out because those are my favorite bags I use.
Damn, that sucks.
All right.
Are
so
you guys okay with Bendis doing Legion of Superheroes comic book?
Seems like he's doing almost all of DC's books at this moment right now.
Isn't that a little bit weird?
But I haven't read that one, and honestly, I don't read a lot of Bendis's stuff.
Me neither. I love
On
DC.
yeah, and you know, it's mainly Superman. I've never been a huge Superman reader type thing, you know, and because I never thought Superman had a very good villain. I never thought Lex Luthor being the main villain for a guy who was pretty much unstoppable, and the main villain is literally just a really intelligent person with no powers or whatnot. It doesn't really balance each other out type thing. So I've never been a big, huge Superman guy. But as far as Bendis stuff goes, I don't think I read hardly any of it. You know, and he's a local dude. I mean, I know him personally type thing. And I really don't read his books. I shouldn't say that.
Oh,
you know
man.
him like that, really?
Yeah, they have coffee together. You never seen him on? He was on a morning with Bueller, cup of coffee.
He wasn't on there. He is a local guy, but I've met him a few times. I've talked to him. Last time I saw him, I introduced Sam to him and stuff because Sam was with me. And you know, he's a Portlander. He's lived here pretty much his whole life type thing. So I run into him. You know, if I'm out and about, he's always out and about, and every now and then we run into each other's paths. So
Do you call him like, "Yo, what's up, Bendis?" Like when you see him in the street, like how do you approach someone like that when you just bump into someone
That
at
is
like
fucking
Dunkin'
cool.
Donuts? You're just like,
I don't care.
hey, do you
That is
write comic books?
Well,
You
he
know, like-
knows me, so I mean, we know each other. So I mean, it's not like it's like, hey, how's it going, type thing. So it's not like it's not like I go up to him and he's like, who are you? He knows Bueller. So and I know Ben.
Oh shit! All right. Oh damn! All
You gotta
right.
get that Bendis interview.
Yeah, that's yeah. I talk. Me and him would talk about it many times, and we're both kind of scatterbrained when it comes to putting something together. I have his contact, his email, and all the stuff, but I just he's a busy guy, and I just kind of lollygag around it.
He's writing like 20 books right now. You
Yeah,
know?
he's very big, and he's got like 6 kids. So
Oh my god! Oh, that's how he does it. He writes it, and then he's got all of his kids writing the other books for him, and he's tying all the
Maybe.
stories in together. There, he's a
Maybe.
genius. Just have more kids. He can write more books.
yeah, there's a bunch of people I'm supposed to that want to come on the show, and I'm lazy when it comes to doing that type of thing, and I like to do it like in person more so than like on a live type thing and stuff. Where I'd rather have like literally have Bendis come over to my house and we
On the BS show.
literally do the coffee video with Bendis there, or do a coffee video with the Joshua Williamson who writes the Flash and Batman, Superman. Because they're local.
Josh Williamson like that too.
Not as good at. I haven't met him as many times as I've met Bendis, but I've met him a few times to where Josh has told me he wants to be on the show. Thing.
God!
I mean, I didn't say nothing. He asked me about it. I said, "Yeah, it sounds good." So
I'm a Flash fan. That is so freaking dope, man.
I think I have his phone number, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty
wow.
dope. You know what?
I mean, the local guys are no problem. I mean, they're local guys. I mean, it's literally, they just
You have a lot of creators by you.
There's a ton of them. There's probably more creators here in Portland than anywhere except for maybe New York type thing. But when you consider the difference in population between New York and Portland, it's not even close.
I wonder why that is.
Well, Portland is nicknamed Comic City USA type
Is
thing.
it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then we have Dark Horse Comics here. We have Image Comics here. We have Oni Press here. We have a couple other like offshoots of some other companies here as well. And so it's kind of cool. So they at one point most creators have either lived here or living here now. So
wow, that's really cool. I didn't know. Bueller dropping knowledge on a Friday night.
But I'm just here like,
let's see.
Wow,
Gotta hit the sack. Try to catch
watch
episode 2
this,
tonight.
watch this.
Have a good evening.
Do you have
Cheers.
any connections with David Mack?
David Mack is a friend of Bendis. Like they're really good friends.
Really?
And I know they are. And I have another good friend that does the Hero Initiative, the chapter of Hero Initiative here in Portland. He's a really good friend of mine, and he knows all those guys as well. So if excuse me, I could probably find a way to get a hold of him, not a problem type thing. So
hey man, I might slip you a Benjamin Franklin to get me some David Mack contact information.
No. I've been. That's not happening.
Rod, I'm gonna get an interview with David Mack before you.
That's not that won't happen. I left a comment on one. Oh my good lord! And he said, "You know what? He's busy. Whatever. You know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Coast to Coast Comics." David Mack.
Look, it said Rod, show off that David Mack book.
Oh, I got a bunch of David Mack stuff.
Do you really?
Good lord, where do I start at?
He don't even know where his books are. He's like, where am I going?
It's not too far. It's right behind me.
There goes Rod missing in action again. What he got back there? You got some action figures, some toys?
Do you know where David Mack lives?
I don't know where he lives. Hey Siri, where does
He
David
moves all
Mack
the
live?
time, right?
Okay, I found this on the web for where does David Back live. Check it out.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna track him down. We're gonna be real creepy.
Because he was here for Rose City as Bendis's guest.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't.
He did a painting, a live painting of Daredevil for my brother like in 2005.
Yeah.
Nobody was at his booth at Comic-Con in New York. Nobody. No, it was in Chicago. It was a Comic-Con in Chicago in 2005. Nobody was in his booth, and my brother's like, "Are you serious?" He was literally sitting there. Nobody came up to him. He painted Daredevil for 20 minutes, and they were just talking. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so freaking cool.
You said Daredevil?
Yeah, he painted Daredevil. I think I sent it to you.
Really? To
The
me.
David Mack painting of Daredevil. My brother's sketchbook. Oh, he's from Cincinnati, Ohio. Or that's where he was born.
Never got that one.
He went to Northern Kentucky University. I need to do a because I do my Who Are They series on comic books, but I want to do Who Are They on comic book creators and writers and artists. So maybe I do a Who Are They, David Mack. Maybe he'll see it if I tweet it out to him, and he'll be like, "Yo, you got all this information wrong. I need to come and do a live stream with you." Boom.
You know what?
Oh, you just saw him at New York Comic Con.
I just saw him.
So
It's
if you type in like creators that live in Portland, okay?
Hey, Zeke Alex, how's it going?
Bed, okay. Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed right now.
We're here with Mr. Rod and Mr. Bueller. How's your evening going?
Good. I don't know if you guys could hear me.
Oh,
Yeah, we got you.
All right, cool.
So you have to type in creators who live in Portland.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's like, I mean, it's a big Greg Rucka, Matt Fraction, Jeff Parker, Brian Michael Bendis, Gail Simone. It says Alex Ross, but I don't think that's right. Kelly Sue DeConnick. There's quite a few. I mean, this list is very large.
I need to do like creators who live in Florida, so I can like hunt them down and wait for them to leave their house and see where they go grocery shopping, and then walk into the supermarket and just go down the aisle and be like, "Oh, I know you. Hey, I have a YouTube channel. You want to do a live stream? You know?" But
I've
be weird
really
about
been at a stoplight and looked over, and it was Bendis on his bike.
How cool is that?
What
You see Bendis on his bicycle, like,
badass?
"Hey, Bueller."
I hit him. That's how we met.
That's why you were forced to exchange information.
Yeah, I know where you live now.
Oh man, what's up, Zeke Alex? What you got behind you? Is that a Harley and a let's see, you got some Harley Quinn, some Poison Ivy, some Batgirl. You got a Joker and Wonder Woman. That's pretty fire, dude. You drinking on some Modelo? Oh, we got Kabuki.
ooh, nice.
Get ready.
Get ready for what, Rod?
You know, it's gonna be a series out there. Wait for it.
George Perez. He did oh man, it's drawing a blank. He did Lobo, right? George Perez. I think so. I don't want to bite my tongue. Bueller's high school teacher was Mcfarlin's wife, I think. What?
That's true.
Bananas.
She was my history teacher in high school, Clackamas High School.
Oh, damn.
And Todd used to come and teach us how to draw comic books after school.
What?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. He used to. Somebody figured out that was his wife. I can't remember who it was. I think it was my buddy Dustin, and because her name was Wanda, and so we figured out that was his wife, and then we bugged her about Todd, and that was the time when he was doing Spider-Man.
Wow.
And she said, "Well, Todd's going to come after school. If you guys want to come and talk to him, meet him, he'll kind of do it like a private presentation." So we're like, great. You know, we're like 15, 16 years old, you know, and So he comes to our school in our auditorium, and there's literally 6 of us that show up. And it's literally 6 of us talking to Todd McFarlane for hours and him showing us how to draw Spider-Man. And he has me come up. He's like, come up here. And then this is a very intimate type thing. This isn't like, like you're on stage. We're literally sitting a couple feet away from him, and he's just telling us what to do. And he's like, he asked me, he goes, here's the piece of paper. He goes, draw 2 lines together. So I grab this piece of paper, I draw 2 lines. And then he goes, okay, he goes, that's how I draw Spider-Man. I just draw 2 lines, and then I connect the body parts. Each edge is a foot, an arm, and I put the body in there, and that's how I draw Spider-Man. And he's like, here, you can have this. And so literally I had like stacks of artwork from Todd McFarlane that he would give to us that he just did, because he came multiple times. And
Wow.
I don't know whatever happened to him. I lost him. I was a kid. I didn't even know. It was probably still in my locker, in high school. But I have
Lucky janitor.
my autographed books are from that.
Oh wow.
He autographed the books that for me back in '91. And what was really cool is, I got to know him a little bit. His wife was only there for about 2 years before they left and moved back over to Arizona. And then, I ran into him again, I'd say about 8 years later, and because he was doing something for our company. And so I said, hey, I don't know if you remember, but, I went to Clackamas High School. And he's like, yeah, you're one of Wanda's kids. And I'm like, yeah. I go, she was my teacher. So he thought that was really cool. He autographed some other stuff for me. He's like, yeah, every now and then I run into some of Wanda's kids and stuff, so he remembered. So. And but he's the one guy I want to interview, and I'm pretty sure that if I can just talk to him for like 10 seconds, I can say that, and he'll remember what I'm talking about. And sure enough, I'll get a chance to talk with him. So
how cool would that be?
I mean, he's the whole reason I started talking comic books.
Bueller pulling off the ultimate interview.
He was so cool,
Right?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Imagine that conversation he had with his wife, and she's just like, "You have to do it for the children, you have to come into school."
I don't know if you know this, but he sent me a message when one of my friends passed away. He sent me a message, condolences and stuff. Made a video and said he felt bad, and hopefully I was doing okay. So I thought that was
That's awesome.
pretty
Man.
nice.
That's so freaking cool.
Hey, Bueller's even getting DMs from Todd.
I don't want, not yet, but maybe someday. The only guy I did get something from Rob Liefeld, but that was a cease and desist letter. I don't want to talk about it.
That's too funny. Oh man, what time is it? Let me see.
Yeah, it's about 1 in the morning.
It's pushing 1 o'clock in the morning. I know. Rod's got to get to bed. We've had a pretty fun stream. Look, 2 hours and 22 minutes. With a bunch of people here. We got some people saying goodnight. Everybody's getting tired. Everybody's gonna kick back, relax. What a wonderful story to end the stream with, by the way. I'm gonna cut this stream up and edit it and make multiple videos, and one of them is gonna be story time with Bueller, how I met Todd McFarlane. So just putting that out there, Bueller.
You just described my video for tomorrow.
Well, you can't.
Hey, beat him to it. You just beat him.
I'm gonna beat him to it. I'm gonna edit this. Oh man, Bueller, stop.
Oh, damn, look, who's in the house?
What's up, Mr. Tom?
In the house?
He's probably mad at me because he called me when I was driving today, and I didn't call him back. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh man. But
I'll call you when we're done
I'm going to
here.
edit this up a bit because this is a pretty good video, some pretty good segments in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I figured, it was a good topic.
I want to tell Tom I saved his message. He left me on my phone.
Oh,
So you
no.
better be good to me because I have that forever.
What did he say? Oh, come on, spill the tea,
Yeah,
Bueller. No
man,
one's
now we
watching.
want to know. You got to show us now, Bueller.
Just how much he loves me. That's it. I'll leave it at that.
Oh man, what's up, Perry? Rod's been a busy guy all day. Oh yeah, Rod's been bouncing around. He's been working. He's been live streaming. He's been hooting and hollering. Right, Rod?
I'm exhausted, especially mentally. But you know what? This is my escape, and I'm happy to hang out with you guys, man. I don't even care. My wife was on.
She was lurking.
she was lurking, but obviously, right now she's not. She's taking care of her mom.
Oh yeah.
So it's a happy moment, but at the same time, it's like she's gone. It's like,
It's rough, man.
but it's all right. It's all right, man. This is what we do,
Bueller,
man.
were you wearing glasses?
What's that?
Were you wearing glasses?
Yeah, they're not real. They're fake. They just
Oh, I thought you were wearing glasses. Like, hold
they
on.
don't. They make my face not look as fat. So that's why I wear it.
I realized I shaved my beard. I'm like, all right, I guess I just gained like 10 pounds. Let me
Yeah,
not do that ever again.
Not as fat. Fat.
Oh wow, you're like Clark Kent. Holy
Not
smokes!
as fat.
Oh man.
You guys will look young, right? I turned 43.
Congratulations.
You were.
Oh yeah, your birthday was the other day. That was yesterday, right?
It was
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
New comic book day.
Well, yeah, it was for me. It was yesterday or the day before. I don't know. Hey, happy birthday!
Huh? It's
Feliz
just another day.
Navidad.
It's just another day, and I don't even care, man. I don't even care.
Hey,
but
you don't look a day over 35, man.
Oh wow.
You look young, man.
Oh.
You too, Bueller. You look like you're 15, you know? But only when you put the glasses
Yeah.
on.
Harry, you don't look a day younger than 40.
15. That was 15.
Oh man. All right, yeah, let me stop because if not, we'll just keep talking for like another hour. All right, so I appreciate everyone who watched and jumped in. And yeah, I'll see you guys later when I do something else. Oh, Coast to Coast tomorrow night. Make sure to watch that. Rod's gonna,
Every
he's
Saturday.
Rod's gonna do something big on Coast to Coast.
Oh, no, it won't be big, but we have Robert and G Spot Galvin
There
be
you go.
coming on the show, and that's it, man.
Hey man, what else do you want if you got the G spot? I mean, there's something else, right?
Oh, you know, we had a spot in the house. Is he? That's a spot, man. He's coming on the show.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Join. Check out Rod's G spot tomorrow night.
Well, it's